Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, boy.
Oh, goodness.
Get a little
It's another
hydration on there.
Monday.
It's another Monday, right, dude? This is going to be fun. It's going to go fast. We've got a lot of stuff. I know you and I were both talking about the stuff we have for the end of the show, so if we get all the way through it, there's almost like reward clips. Otherwise, tomorrow's show will be super fun. Because I'll just stuff that stuff in earlier tomorrow. So yeah, we've got a lot of different stuff we can talk about. I'm not gonna talk about the Ricada fucking body cam notes that everybody's been talking about since last Friday.
Bits. Come on,
all right, go for it.
Throw in
all right, you want to throw in your two bits?
Really...
I talked about it for 4 hours this morning. Well, not for 4 hours.
I don't really give a flying fuck. I honestly
for the hours of close to 4.
I've got no opinions.
I just feel like there's not a whole lot left to say. That
there really isn't. Until he starts feeling remorseful and acknowledges that he did something wrong, nothing's going to change in his world, and it's unfortunate. But
that's not
what
special. Any addict or person like that until that stuff happens. I said it. For me, and this is part of the thing that irritated me. It set me off in the sense that I lived in a situation that was by no means that bad, but was also in not generally speaking good. Like I make jokes all the time, but they're true. Like I made jokes with Aaron where he's like, "Oh, I cleaned off the table all the time because just that's how I was raised. The family gathers around the table to eat," and I went, you bragging about your food security. Like and that's a joke and it's morbid and it's funny, but there's a root of truth to it. I grew up in a food insecure home. Like we didn't eat around the table because sometimes we didn't eat. Like it's just, that's the way anyways. So it was one of those where like I saw that and I'm like, dude, if you had told me we were in a trailer park and in a trailer house, like I'd be fine, but like the whole level of everything shouldn't be in that price range, shall we say? At least I feel like if there's a just society. Chad Boozmock says, Johnny, thanks for standing up for me this morning when Aaron questioned my clip's reporting credibility. Well, I didn't really stand up for you. I Tim Pooled it, where I said, look, are those clips taken out of context? 110%, absolutely. Every single one of them taken out of context. But to call you an inaccurate reporter would be wrong because you literally just present the exact moment in time you're presenting. You don't edit it. You don't manipulate it. You allow people to get their own opinions. And is it the exact moment taken to infer a specific thing? Maybe. Maybe.
Doesn't the mainstream media do that all the time? Like,
right? See, now we're on the same page of like, is this really a crime? Johnny killed it this morning. I don't know. I was on and off. Let's just say
I hear he killed the toilet.
Dude, no, I killed the toilet. I'm like literally like 2.5 steps away from killing my pants this morning. Like it was down to the wire. With how quick I got up to be like, all right, I gotta go. And I just got up and I popped up. Like the minute I got a warning, I'm like, we got to follow through with it. And then when I did that, I was like, yeah, this is not a win. And so and then it was going.
Well, it might be.
Oh, dude, it was going to the point where I'm like, I should have brought my phone with me so I could text Aaron. Like, do you just want me to bail for the rest of the day? Because I might be here for a bit. And then, like, I finally got it locked down, and I came back, and I sat down, and I was like, okay, now we can do a show, we can have fun, everything's great. And, like, but I couldn't. Every time my gut gurgled a little bit, I was like, uh-oh. Like, I couldn't trust a rumble. Like, fill some holes.
You hear that, Rumble? He's having troubles with you again. He just can't trust the Rumble. You hear that?
Damn, Rumble. Happy Monday. I'm here for the dad jokes and to hear Johnny rant about how he hates everyone and everything. That's right. That's what we do here. I rant about hating everyone and everything. I'm a horrible hypocrite because I've even ranted about hating people who do the streaming with the sunglasses on. You're inside. Stupid. It's stupid. It's lame. Why would you do that? I can see the reflections of your lights in the studio background behind you.
Oh, he's got so many screens that keeps him lit up.
Oh, look, there's my ceiling. Proof that I don't have ceiling cats. Proof that I don't have ceiling cats. There's a tile. There's a lighting fixture that we don't use because I don't use those lights. They're too bright and it washes out. People are like, hey, you're too pale. And I'm like, I can get this challenge accepted.
I can open the blinds.
My Halloween show when I appear to be translucent. Spoiler alert, that is not special effects. That's just my natural mode of being. I have to be careful.
Color chic.
If I go out shopping too much only at night, people start stalking me thinking I'm a vampire. It's a problem. It's a problem. I've dealt with it before.
Because you really can't fight back, can you?
No. I just got to roll with it. But yes, Wild Saffron and Rusty Grammar over there on Rumble. Good to see you guys. We're having a nice start on YouTube. So good to see you on YouTube. Slow start today on Twitch and Rumble. Interesting. Rumble's usually the big swinging dick of the bunch. But
hey, Jesse.
Yes, Jesse. Good to see you. Let's catch up with the chat here quick. John, thanks for standing up for that. We have
my liege, King
pyroclastic clouds, says King Kong Dong. Does that mean there's a possibility of storm weather? I don't know what that means. Aaron shouldn't eat cum at the table. I don't think he has. I just okay, yeah. Johnny. Yep. Either way, pretty sure standing up for me. Either way, I took it as purely standing up for me and my reporting. Well, now you're giving more credence to the other guy's argument. What the fuck, Johnny? I don't. Yeah. You need a buzzer Bob bucket. Run, bitch, run. No, I couldn't run. I had to walk as fast as possible with the runs. And quite frankly, if I expended too much effort in the attempt to get to the receptacle, I would have only exacerbated the situation. At a certain point, you're pushing too hard. You know what I mean? It's all about knowing your tolerances. Had to wipe down to his thighs was a wet one, right, Johnny? No, I didn't have to. I didn't have to wipe down to my thighs, but I will say this: that second part was totally right. My butt did initiate a rainstorm.
Lovely. Good morning. I'm just sipping my first cup of coffee.
Right, dude? It's your
I love poop jokes in the morning.
You just got up, like you just got going a little while ago, and then you tool in here, and hey, it's Johnny, and at the top of the hour, I kind of like damn near shit my pants. Like,
yes,
it's raining turds. Heard the word that it's raining turds. It's absurd.
Oh, I've earned this coffee now, Chad Boozmock. Thank you. I've earned it, and I will enjoy it in my bigger lovers.
Better hope he didn't wear a skirt, because it's raining turds.
You're really...
I'm loving it's raining turds. That's
You're on a roll today. I like it.
I know. I'm really sad none of my Streamlabs merch has showed up showed up early, because it's due to arrive tomorrow through through the 5th. So that's tomorrow through Thursday is supposedly when it's all due to arrive, which I have ordered the hat, jacket, mug, and 2 badges. So 2 fucking badges. So I'm going to this is
no stinking badges.
This is where I'm lame and gay as fuck, because I admit, as a 42-year-old male individual, I will be calling my mom when the badges get here. Go, Mom, can you do that thing where you sew badges to my sweaters like you used to do in high school and one time as an adult, because I never learned that skill ever. And so my letters on my jackets and everything else, you either took it somewhere or you did it. Either way, it'll look 8 million times better than if I attempt to do it. Because I don't know if she takes them somewhere or she does it herself. I have no idea. All I know is it's very professional. It looks professional, and it looks good. If I were to do it, it would look like someone was playing Connect the Dots. Only they started on the inside and just started bouncing off of all of them. And so just
much like my way of sewing. I missed out on sewing. I got 2 weeks of keyboarding, and then I got pulled out of life skills courses for the year and put into learning assistance, where they put us kids who are not as smart as the others. But
you were in the retarded kids class?
Assistance, I was in the retarded kids class. But because I was in that, I also didn't get woodworking.
There's just so much we have in common.
Home economics. I didn't get sewing. I don't have any skill. I'm a dumb person, and they didn't teach me a single skill.
Well, what were you going to do with them?
You'd have thought.
Look,
we
tried putting them in the woodworking class, but half the kids cut off a digit, the other half just sit in the corner chewing on the balsa wood. It's a little weird.
I was too dumb to be in that class, though. With the kid chewing on the balsa.
Yeah, but no, I'm making fun of you. I'm saying when we include your kids, your kind, in the class, that's what we get.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that's why I'm saying that's why you were ostracized.
Yeah, I'm so dumb that
I'm saying, thank you for leaning into the bit by being too dumb even to get the joke. It was
get the joke, right?
Yeah. It's just because it's again where they were aiming for that because like I said, tried and failed. Oh, you mentioned wanting you could have been trained to be a mechanic. We covered a story this morning. I think you saw a little girl wanted to be a pig. My daughter wants to be a race car driver. So I'm apparently raising the next Danica Patrick. So excited for those runner-up trophies.
I don't know who Danica Patrick is. I just
female NASCAR driver who I don't know has ever won anything. Like, she was cute, and her sponsor for NASCAR was GoDaddy. GoDaddy was a website domain name that very much relied on pretty much just hoeing it out. And so they went, hey, we're going to start a NASCAR team, Danica Patrick. And so she did GoDaddy commercials and things, and she was indeed
I remember
the race car driver. She was also the lady that would occasionally appear in a bikini. Because remember, every other NASCAR driver is required to do a swimsuit catalog photo shoot too.
Yep. Oh, totally.
I love the double standard. What
do you think she's wearing underneath her fireproof or fire retardant outfit?
As little as possible, if I get my say. But anyways, no, like I love the double standard that to be in that sport and to compete there, like just to be somewhat allowed, she had to be kind of cute and hot, and you had to be like, oh, like she's into cars and I still want to fuck her. And then on top of all of that, like she doesn't win and they give her shit. And I'm like, look, man, I'm not trying to justify the gender. One, you're out of your element when it comes to driving. But two, I'll just say this more importantly. Maybe if she wasn't having to worry about making sure she looked good in a two-piece all the time, she'd have more time to work on the driving. But I will also say this for her. If she did that, I don't know, she's kind of chunky and fat. I don't really care. Because again, if she just had like because like, I'm sorry, some of those male NASCAR drivers, they don't look like they're in the best of shape. All right? They don't look like they're fat.
Burt Reynolds or...
Yeah.
No. I'm trying to think of the old spaghetti westerners and stuff. Like the rugged men. They don't look like that.
Prex 12 Vatican Boom Boom. I don't know what you're talking about. That's a new one. Italy go boom. I've got a volcano thing from Italy.
Yeah. Italy went boom.
Johnny fired up this morning. Gonna be a good show. I was fired up this morning. And then I fired out right at about 9:30. And then I needed a nap. Honestly, it like literally both in volume and energy, it took a lot out of me. Several flushings worth. But it was like the worst part is when you're like, am I near a waterfall? Oh no, that's me. And it's just like, because it's going on for a few minutes and you're like, that shouldn't be a thing. I remember like, the front side was the liquid side. The back side was the solid side. You really hate when apparently a wire got crossed and now you're peeing out your butt.
Just be thankful it didn't completely reverse itself, so the solids were coming out the front side. That would hurt.
Fill some holes. The guys just picked on her. If you're talking about Danica Patrick, yeah, dude. But she also, like, no offense, but not to defend Danica Patrick's harassers or whatever you want to call them. She didn't really, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't really win much. Which isn't to say that like there aren't plenty of dudes who race in NASCAR and don't really win much. It's just nobody cares Because it's like an all like, and this is the thing. This is again the double. When you're the only guy in the girl sport, you don't got to work for it. But when you're the only girl in the guy sport, you got to put up some numbers. King Kong Dong quoting my sentiments very much. I hate when my backside sounds more like my front side. Right?
Oh, Pray, you had me worried. I had to go on a quick search. I thought you meant that the Vatican itself had been bombed, but not true.
That didn't happen. There's been some awfully interesting things that have happened all over the place where you go Vatican boom and we could go, oh wait, what? Okay.
It's just the it's just the
volcano. This might bear more investigation. We have so much different crap that we should get into. I maybe should load some of that up. But it is 2 minutes there. We are all the way through to what's Wednesday. Hey. We're into Wednesday. We're already into Wednesday.
Day. It's no longer Wednesday, it's hockey day.
I'm gonna puck you so hard. It's $55 left on our June 4th goal, or hockey day, as the lady who will be next to me on that day will be. Or will you? I gotta call in sick. Why? No reason. It's weird because we're on a video chat. I can see you right now. Right? I look horrible. Click. Okay, so yeah. We're $55 away because you guys are awesome, and that's from the Twitch stuff with Friday, and we had a sub over the weekend that kicked in, so that little 10 just dropped right off, and there we go, dumping into that. We'll link the PayPals and everything else in just a second. I have to. Well, actually, we'll do this. Control.
Colin, don't worry. This is a black tank top. On underneath, it's all black tank top. I'm fully, properly, modestly covered.
Yeah. If she wasn't, this would be a private call, you dicks.
Right?
You keep your damn dirty hands off my digger. It's my digger. My digger, my digger. All right, so I'm linking the GoFundMe into the chat. I'm very grateful for everyone that's contributed to that. We're trying to be out of here by September. That was the deadline me and other people had put together and had decided to go with. And you guys, and through linking it and sharing it and your own contributions, have done an amazing amount of work to help getting it moved. We are 13%.
Nice.
That is beautiful.
Thanks, guys.
So I really gotta get this whole thing set up, see if I can get moved before the anniversary show. Would be amazing. But like I said, the goal and the plan, because before the anniversary show is a little unlikely, but by September. So help a cripple get a crib. It's going well, and thank you everybody that has helped with that. I am immensely grateful for your help. Hot in, so hot in her. Yeah, my digger. Again, my digger. You guys can have the Digger Lover cups, mugs, and merch. Like, that's available for everyone. I'm getting mine in a couple of days. You get your own. But the actual digger herself, that's mine. I call dibs. But anyway, we will also link the PayPal, Venmo stuff. If you want to contribute directly to the show, it just knocks down our goal. And when a day's goal is knocked out, we just move it on to the next. And that's how we do them things. And that's why we're already on Wednesday's goal right now. Pin it there. And pin it there. And pin it there. So, yes, we have them all pinned at the top. If you need them, the pay link's there, already set up. Let's grab the first hour stories that I forgot to load up before the show.
While you're loading those up, over in the Rumble, they're having conversations about leaving school early. Well, graduated a semester ahead of her class. Rusty had to skip first grade. Rusty decided to do early release instead of skipping grades so that he could stick with people of his age. I did a similar thing. Oh shit, here we go again. Oh no, you can't go that way. That's why she's climbing on me. Anyways, I did the same thing. I went to private school for grades 10 and 11, and I figured I'd just graduate in grade 11. I did everything right. And then the private school I was going to decided not to give me my English 12 credits because I took English 12 first semester and English 11 second semester. So my English 12 pass didn't count because I hadn't done English 11. And so I said, well, fuck you all. And I went back to public school for grade 12. I took English 12 again, and the rest I loaded up on
booze,
fun arts and drama and music. And and then I found out what drugs were. And I did an awful lot of LSD.
I was trying to make jokes, and now
grade 12.
Man, I could taste the walls in my senior year. Oh, fucking.
The things I saw that weren't there.
I'm now picturing you're like some sort of weird junkie savant. Like you're like Matthew Damon in the Good Will Hunting. But you have to be fucking loaded first. So it's like you can't figure out which way is up, but if you just give me a little bit of coke. All right, so this is how we break down string theory. Are you with me? Are you with
me? Drop a bit of acid and just visualize the things that'll come and how everything works together. And I loved my time on acid. Kids don't do drugs. Drugs are not good. They really aren't. But I had a lot of fun with mine. I had a lot of fun with
guys,
mine.
Drugs are bad. All right, now that we got that out of the way, good God, we're mind amazing. All right. But yeah, no, I just feel like that movie just works just like, all right, I need someone to solve this equation. All right, 1 second.
Yep. Drop acid.
Now what you're looking for is all right.
Literally seeing that meme where all the mathematical equations are hanging around you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of someone who's not on anything, people were talking about a couple different things, so we should probably move through some of these. This one in particular, this happened, what was it, yesterday? In Boulder, Colorado? When was...
Yes, I think it was yesterday.
I believe yesterday in Boulder, Colorado. We have a dude used a makeshift flamethrower and Molotov cocktails to start fires outside a pro-Israeli embassy or something. I don't know. I know that supposedly somebody died.
It was a pro-Israeli event, and this guy ran in, yelled "Free Palestine," and then started using his homemade flamethrower. And
remember, guys,
threw an incendiary device at the people.
Remember, everybody, it's the goddamn guns. They're going to use the guns, right?
Forget that it was a homemade flamethrower.
Never in their world would they think, hey, even in a world where guns are available, I'll make my own personal Super Soaker Flame 1000 and I'll just fucking hose everybody down with that and Molotov cocktails, which, as we all know, are really, really hard to make, as their ingredients are burnable fluid, glass bottle, rag.
Yeah. Arch stuffed.
Oh, dear Lord. Senior year was basically a party. We could cheech it up in the back row of the parking lot, filling the garbage can full of empty beers and go to class, laughing at the dorks that parked in the front row. Well, see, my senior year, I was advanced placement science, and so I had burned through a bunch of science courses, and then I did television production and some other stuff. I ended up having a lot of open time in my senior year. And so I went to school for the first half of the day. And then the second half of the day, I mean, I was technically supposed to be there. But I didn't have to do anything. So I either walked around aimlessly or when I had my piece of shit car, hopped in my piece of shit car and I whipped the fuck up out of there. I was like, and we're done.
Yep. I spent a lot of time in the forest, in the magical forest, while I was supposed to be in school. And I mean, I only had to take English 12. So I took English 12 in a first block, first semester.
So you said
All the rest of it for the whole year, everything else is free. I took that one course, that one semester. That's all I needed. And yeah, then I just partied. I did all sorts of art and music and drama and stuff. It was fun.
So, I have a question. Did you go like you said you got a lot of your like life skills courses removed from you? So they didn't teach you like some of your traditional Canadian life skills courses, tapping trees for maple syrup, surviving in the winter in the snow, how to build a snow shelter.
That one on my own. Yeah, no, again, I had to learn it on my own.
How to F a moose and then help birth the child you spawned with said moose.
No. You don't learn that. That's just weird, Johnny. They teach you how to slice the moose belly open, pull out the innards, and crawl inside the warm carcass and wrap up.
See, I thought that was Star Wars.
Well, where do you think Star Wars got it?
The sick mind of George Lucas?
Who probably lived in Canada in a cold winter once.
Oh, dear Lord.
Moose, they're slower in the wintertime.
Wasn't expecting that one to go through like it did. All right, so let's go back to this video. So yeah, we don't know a whole lot about the guy other than, like I said, one person I believe was killed in the course of this because they're bringing up murder charges.
Like there was a death now. Yeah.
Stay.
Guess what the man yelled? Take a wild guess.
He yelled "Free Palestine." The guy holding the phone sounded like he yelled "Stay," and they're walking. All right, so there's just random patches of fire all over the place. Lots of screaming. Great. I love this dude. I love this dude who is clearly not homeless. I love clearly not homeless guy with his duffel bag and his shoes in his hand. Clearly wasn't sleeping in the park until 5 minutes ago when all hell broke loose, and he thought, you know what, cops are going to get here. Last thing I want to do is have to answer questions.
Yeah, I didn't.
Seems like a good time to mosey. I hear there's an Herberts and Gerberts on the other side of the city. I'm going to see what's up over there. Okay, so the fire is literally still burning right there. Nobody's attempting to put it out. I love that.
He's got a spray bottle. Why does he have a spray bottle in his hand? He is shirtless in jeans with a spray bottle. What's going on there, sir?
Is that the liquid for the flamethrower?
I don't think so.
Is this the dude? No, that's the dude in question. Those are the Molotovs. Those are the Mollies. I didn't think so at first, but look.
Oh.
Those are two other bottles.
Oh, wow. Okay. And why are these people who are standing right there beside him?
And then why is this bitch running out now? You were walking in towards this.
Yeah, she was walking in at the beginning of this, and she was walking up as people were walking away. She was walking towards it with something. I thought she had a camera in her hand.
Yeah, she's walking in.
Yeah.
She's walking in. We've got some fires over here. We got some fires over here. And I'm guessing this is the guy just off of the footage with, again, spray bottle, two other bottles.
Yeah.
And so I guess the flamethrower was like he'd spray stuff and he'd shoot shit with like a lighter.
Okay.
Or something.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the guy with no shirt on, right? Yeah.
Huh.
They asked if he wanted to get blazed. They didn't think he meant this. Dude, you want to get lit? Yeah, free Palestine. Whoa, 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 whoa.
No, dude. We just wanted to know if you wanted in on the doobie. Okay.
You do not understand how to party here, dude. Like, dude,
why are you lighting the booze on fire? You're supposed to be drinking that, man.
This is a party school, man. Welcome to Boulder. I don't expect to be taken seriously. That's why I graduated from UC Boulder. Anyways, let's go ahead and hit play. Yeah, again,
so those there. And why is she? Yeah, that's weird. It's like she's.
It's like more people are freaked out. Like, I love the fact that the two people look like they're more freaked out about the person who's filming them than the fact that they're standing around somebody who's actively setting like weird little fires.
Yeah.
Like, because again, that looks like a bottle I'd go after, like if I was trying to reprimand my cats, if they were being really, really problematic. I haven't had to do that since they were kittens. Because that was really that's like kitten level cat behavior when you're reprimanding them and you're using like the spritz bottle. But yeah.
It never worked for my girls. No.
They like water?
Didn't phase her at all. It didn't matter that I sprayed her smack dab in the face, in the nose even. Didn't phase her. So when, of course, Sweets came in and I had to try and train Sweets, Boo showed her that she didn't have to be scared of the water bottle. And so she just wasn't. Which is probably why they get all over my countertops and walk on my table and stuff now.
See, like, the funny part is...
Nothing to do with me. Push over.
I have Al, who's deathly afraid of water. Like, so... Like the spritz bottle, and he's gone, right? But then I have Tegra, who doesn't like it, but at the same rate, she's got this like, do it, I dare you, because like you pull the bottle out, and like she leans in and winces, like, go on, do it, I don't give it, I don't care anymore, do it, and then you hit her, she's like, I don't care, I hate that, and then she runs off, and then you're like, okay. So you have to get her like 3 times. But again, this was like when they were kittens. I haven't had to do any of this for a very, very long time. Now they're adult cats and they just, passively destroy stuff. But it was again the like, I fucking dare you. Like well again, Matt Damon from Good Will Hunting is just oh no, I picked the tire iron because fuck him. Yeah, all right, let's look at we've got some chats moving here. Vatican boom, giggity, hot in here. Jesse Esperanza is number 2 on today's leaderboard. For today's leaderboard, the leaderboard, which I didn't mention. I didn't mention to Imholt. I assume somebody probably already told him about it. The leaderboard thing, I don't know what the deal is with that, but it is in here, and it's very easy to track on our little show. Because again, we do like
apparently you get 25 XP every time you write a chat.
Huh.
Yeah. That's all I know. I threw in 3 chats in a row and I had 75 points, and then I threw a chat in at the end of the show and I got another 25.
Well, we generally cruise. Oh, dude, we're already there. We generally cruise between like 20 to 30 people on Twitch and Rumble, and then like 5 to 10 on YouTube and Rumble, and then we have like 5 to 10 on Twitch. So we generally move somewhere in the realm of, at any given time, from like an audience of 10 to 70 people, depending. So yeah, man, throw the like buttons in there. We'll grow the show a little bit, and it's anybody's leaderboard in the chat every day. It resets. I like the everyday reset thing. In case somebody gets big one day and they take a day off, now it's someone else's turn. I like that. And they don't have to overcome what was done before. They just, every day is a new day. Right. What's a tower worth? Asking for heathen friends. I don't think a tower is worth anything, because I don't want any towers in my chat. Just don't. Like, we got plenty of other crap to talk about today.
Damn it, I was already doing it. You're like, please don't do a tower, and I was doing a tower, but I wasn't clicked on the chat box.
Okay. Balls deep with a 2-word tower. No, I feel like people are going to use the tower thing as a cheating method. Doobie.
Yes! The BIE got me into first place.
Balls deep. Winning, right? No, apparently not. Now I just said that I was like, yeah, let's not do that, because that'll start a horrible precedent. And old Knucklefuts McNeverlistens here was like, yeah, I'm just gonna prove my point. Like, this is all about her getting first spot on the fucking leaderboard. She wants to be number 1 so bad.
You think that's bad? You should look over on Rumble.
Yeah, you guys, the chat towers on Rumble mean nothing, all right?
That's why Rumble is not on the screen.
Right. That's why Rumble isn't on the screen. But how long until that's a problem over here, too, now? Because everyone wants the fucking goddamn... I want to win the crown while proclaiming Tom. Anyways, so yes, we have a bunch of different things we can get into. But like I said, we do also have our goal knocked out, so we're going to 4:30 no matter what today. Thank you for all of that. The merch is available. We'll talk more about the merch. Oh, I see. Wild's just, Wild's just washing it all out at once. All right, so the chat towers in Rumble mean everything, says Balls Deep. No, they definitely mean a world without without restriction on language. Apparently, you guys are having fun over there. Following the great with penis.
Oh, Jesse Gitten's in there.
Jesse's getting in there, right? Yep. Now, see what you've started? Now it's just everyone in the chat just type, like, it's just, Yes,
Professor Tie-Dye, good to see you.
I
heard about the diarrhea incident this morning.
Oh, yeah, dude. Why are we calling it AZT diarrhea? Why is it AZT diarrhea?
I don't know what AZT diarrhea is,
isn't that
I'm assuming it's this morning.
I could be wrong, but wasn't that the medication, like, in the, like, 90s that they came out with for people fighting AIDS? That was AZT. I don't know. Other than that, I don't know.
Nothing.
I'll say this:
science.
It was not AZT diarrhea. It was straight up antibiotics. And last night I had for dessert a large bowl of Greek yogurt and cherries, and I thought yogurt, cherries will be fine. No, apparently, no. I can tell from the slurry that happened. No, that did not go as planned. Did not go as planned. I have since changed. I did put out a call to a friend, and I said, hey, if you're out and about today, if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, I need some Activia, because like, I already have Pepto-Bismol and Imodium. So as far as like straight up, you know, bricking up the back end, like, that's an option, but I need, Activia, because my butt's way too active. So
you need to get your belly dancing.
Johnny's prep isn't agreeing with him. It wasn't my prep. I think no, it was my.
What's your pre-P?
Pre-P? No, I thought he meant.
Yeah,
prep.
there must be a reason why he capitalized that second P.
I don't know.
Look at this, Brian. You've got me. I just automatically look for ulterior, dirty reasonings behind everything you do now.
Wild Saffron suggesting try a bigger butt plug, Johnny. That's all we need. We just need a bigger butt plug. Bricking up the back end, says Roy Sombrero. Well, I mean, when you're as loose as that was, what else would you call it? You're throwing in concrete mix to hopefully solidify some shit. Literally. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, man. All right. And now we can't. What the are you doing?
I sent too many messages too fast. Please try again later.
You have the worst chat cancer that I have ever seen. Let's go over this. You have the worst chat cancer that I've ever seen, because spoiler alert, you and I were watching the Meme Copium video on Sunday.
I know.
We were watching Meme Copium, and here's the funny part. I have way too many screens and ADD, so I have to have multiple things going at once. Mm-hmm. So I'm watching Meme Copium in one screen. I've got your Discord screen in the other, and then I've got like a video game up, and I'm doing like all three things at once, paying attention to them intermittently. Sometimes I'm not paying attention at all to the video game, and it's all on the video. Sometimes it's all on you. Sometimes it's split between one or more of them. Anyways, more than once, I accidentally rewound the video because I was hitting buttons playing the game, but I had misclicked, and so it was on that window, so it put us in the wrong spot of the video, and I felt like a dick. And so that's why I didn't call this out at the time, but now because of this, I'm going to have to do this again. You literally were starting to annoy me with the chat cancer that you had for a live video that had aired earlier that we were watching on replay, and you're like, oh no, but the chat, and I'm like, who gives a crap? It's from a day ago. And you're like, oh, I know that guy. Like, it was hilarious.
I haven't seen them in ages. Jeez, I miss them. Oh, and them too. Oh,
we were getting distracted from the actual video we're watching.
Johnny, did you catch the funny thing in the stream, in the chat over there? Did you see that? The chat's hilarious, Johnny. Did you see it?
Oh.
I learned a few things watching that. I've got to try and forget the chat's there sometimes. I got to just pretend it's not there. B, I've got to watch some more. I've got to try and get up early enough to catch some meme stuff live because it's been a minute and I have not seen a lot of those folks in a while.
Meme Copium's a good time.
Oh yeah, Josh is a good guy.
He goes live a lot when we're already doing a show on Steel Toes, so he steals our numbers. But
again, is why I don't ever get to see him. He's up too early. He's on way too early.
$5 from Balls Deep. All bricked up albino chinchilla burritos on clearance now behind the back of Johnny's Exotic Meats. Bring your own food sack. No, none of these things are true. Thank you for the $5. PrEP or pre-exposure prophylaxis is medicine people at risk of HIV. Oh, well, then I don't know why. That explains why I don't know what it is. We are Digger's squirrel.
Okay. Yes, you are.
Chat cancer is just unappreciated interaction. Dude, balls deep. Balls deep. Look, I've been trying to justify it and whitewash it as much as I can for the sake of the fact of the woman I love. But it's simple. I was at points I was ready. Like, my mic was muted, and more than once I literally muttered to the screen, like, dude, it's not even a fucking live video. Who gives a fuck about the chat? And it's just, and you're just like, ah! And like, she's reacting to the chat, and I'm, again, doing multiple things. So I'm waiting, and I'm listening for hot takes and interesting information. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, what? What did I miss? And I look over, and I can't for the life of me figure out what I missed. And the oh my God, oh my God, oh my God part is she recognized a name in the chat, and I'm like,
I hadn't seen it in a long time. I was starting to worry they were just
who the cares
somewhere.
Who the cares, man?
I do. Turns out I disappeared somewhere. I disappeared over here. But I cared. I was glad to see they were still alive.
And then you come on this show, and I'm like, how about we don't start a bit? And you're like, and I'm going to start it. And like, there we go. That's how it all ends up.
Well, to be fair, I was already building the tower before you even said, and so let's not build towers.
And then you went,
at that point, it was already there. So
well, I'm not giving up now.
I can't leave it half done. Come on.
I'm already in due. The bee is coming.
Atomic Ray.
Doobie. All right. So again, thank you, Balls Deep and Brian the Science. All of those Rumble rants and Twitch contributions are really great and help keep the show going. We collect the Twitch ones on the 21st of the month, and that's that last Twitch payout and everything is how we first got our goal all the way to where it is now. And then the $10 from last Friday helped knock that thing over. So I'm I love boob towers, says Brian the Science. Right? I'm more like chat mRNA or chat sandflies, but definitely not Fauci's chat beagle.
And over here, Fanatical Bucks fan, for the month of June, Johnny's Meat Market is running a special on Digger's Squirrel.
No, it isn't. And that's not paid for. So you can't just read those.
Oh, right. Oops. Sorry.
We have
Fanatical
a legit
Bucks fan,
rule.
you got that one free. You sneaky bugger, you.
See, this is you being in the chat too much. You're just too excited to go to the chat.
Right. I like the wonky nipples, though, Bull Steve.
Shout out wonky nipples.
I've never seen that one before.
What? You've never dated a guy who's always telling you it's 1:45? Never?
Never.
Every time I look at her chest, it's 12:45. Oh. Oh, dude. So, you love Justified, right? Because I know you like Timothy Oliphant.
Fuck yeah.
All right. I
yes.
dropped a Justified line, a joke that I quoted from Justified, because I don't even remember what the fuck. Aaron did something to kind of set me up for it. So I just went, you know how you have a bad drummer at your door? Knock speeds up. And that's a one that, like, I use it all the time, and it never gets a laugh or a reaction. But it's just like, dude, that joke is great. You know you have a bad drummer at your door. The knock speeds up. It's just, it's simple.
As someone who hung out with a lot of bands and know a lot of drummers. Yeah, it's a good joke. Solid joke.
Jesus, balls deep. I lent a nipple out to a gypsy with a glass eye. Never saw it again. I'm guessing you probably don't want to.
Never trust a person with a glass eye. Never. Gypsies are fine. It's those people with glass eyes. Got to watch out for them.
Those goddamn ocularly impaired assholes.
My Uncle Tom only had one. Oof.
All right, so let's go. We got like I said, we got a lot of different things to get to. Some people were already talking about this, so I think we're gonna go to the Mount Etna in Italy. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos. Okay, I'm gonna have to load all of these.
Wow,
for just a second.
There's not a lot.
There seems to be a couple of hot. They don't all. None of them look like the same footage. They look like different people, collecting the views of this happening.
I've been thinking, when life gives you lemons,
probably not a good time. Oh, I should mute that.
Boop. Yeah, you know.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's not obviously a phone ring. Bulls Deep, you think she used it in a spell?
What?
Just keep an eye out. The gypsy who stole his nipple.
And that's the Saigon whore that bit my nose off. All right, so these two might be the same. So that might be replaying. Oh, dude, and then this one's a city scene, so that's definitely different. Definitely different. That looks like a place that where Catholic people hid pedophiles. Definitely different. There we go. There.
King Kong Dong. That's not nice.
There. That's all of them.
Dated a chick with 2 different sized boobs. Do you know that we are all of us? We've got one boob bigger than the other. That's a thing. It's like having one foot bigger than the other. It just is.
That's how. Actually, yeah. That's one of the things. It's one of the strip club secrets I learned when I worked at the strip club, hanging out with the ladies. Like whether they feel natural or not. Don't go by how they feel. Whether they feel real or not. If you can't maybe think one of them feels a little bigger, they're probably fake. The closer to perfect that they are, the more likely they're fake.
More fake they are. Yep.
Apparently, and religious people will say we were all God made us in his image. Well, apparently he has lopsided tits. So
it's gotta be right.
It's really weird, man. It's really weird. You'd think he'd fix that, do something about it. Anyways, one of them's trying to wink at me. It's uncomfortable. So. Like I said, we have a variety of videos from this Italy thing, so we're just going to kind of work our way in from some of these. All right, so this is a 1-minute video, and there's no audio? No audio at all. 1-minute video? Just chilling by the pool, not worried at all about the volcano.
About the big thing of smoke that's going up into the sky there.
I get that it's like, hey, it's a volcano, and maybe they told people like the volcano is likely to erupt, blah blah blah. Yeah, but this happening is, well, let's just say it's dangerous to be around in every way, shape, and form that you can imagine, from acid rain to whatever. If this thing starts really, like, if this thing all of a sudden for no reason, because spoiler alert, people don't know everything about their planet, so if you were like, it's entirely possible that somebody missed the fucking button and all of a sudden, oh no, this is a super volcano and we didn't know. And then kablooey, this thing blows up and all these people are covered in ash and like scorching hot magma. Schmagma. It looks like a giant white pile of schmagma. But yeah, no, nobody's worried. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Now people are starting to pay attention. They've realized that is not a barbecue grill in the distance. That is a mountain, again, ejaculating. That is our planet popping a pimple. That is... Oh, dear Lord. And now,
wait, no, that's black smoke.
I love the kid.
That black smoke's not supposed to be there, is it?
The black smoke, the white smoke, the white smoke means they've got a new Vatican Pope. No. The black smoke means there's significantly more soot, debris, and dirt in it. The white smoke is going to be largely due to like hydration and water being leached out of whatever surfaces. But in this case, yeah, that's not good. And it's just rolling up and billowing up more and more and coming down the mountain. And that's the thing too. Like the lighter smoke is going up and into the air. The fucking heavier shit is the dirtier stuff.
It's just sitting there. Yeah, and it's just sitting there.
I love the kid though. The kid's just like, no, I'm just gonna keep dunking. Like I don't care. I don't know enough to be worried about this. So that's one video we have. Oh, thank God we've got sound, but at least I was excited for this one because I was going to say thank God we have sound, but I might have spoken too soon because apparently this is from a lawn crew. Oh, look at that fucking... we couldn't see it from the other angle because we were more straight on. Look at that frickin' debris cloud just rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, this is in Italy, though, right? So don't worry. They've got plenty of real estate. I'm sure they can all move to one of the open areas while they're dealing with this. You know, like the toe of the boot. Ha! Another win for the toe! Seriously, could we turn off the leaf blower for just 5 minutes? I feel like it's not going to matter anyway. There's more important shit going on, guys. Oh my sweet Jesus.
Yeah. You can see the fires being started by the
hot smoke in the cloud. Yep.
Yeah. Getting thrown ahead of the game. Oh wow.
And now it's just all going up. So that means too that that was hot slag that went down here too. That's why it's spreading like it did. So and all of those fumes completely noxious, so the air quality here is going to be severely hampered, if not... Deadly. Like, you guys are fucked.
King Kong dong.
That one looks like it's about to turn into a middle finger.
Oh, it does, kind of.
Or a dick.
King Kong dong is saying, lucky volcano, wish I could get off like that.
Yeah.
Come on now.
You just want to kill a small community every time you bust a nut. All right, cool. That's not...
Look at the release.
It's not worrisome at all. Oh, well, if you want... pictures of release, ask and you shall receive. Go.
Hello, Tegra.
Hello, Tegra. They love you. Yeah, dude. No, I'm sorry. Fuck that noise. That's time to pack up and go to Grandma's house for a while, especially if she's in France. Like, but I hear like the puttering of a little tiny, almost like two-stroke engine, and I just picture that like all this is going on, and yet somehow there's an annoying tourist who's just like riding around on a moped. Like everyone's like, there's fire, brimstone. Somebody just driving around, meep, meep, ciao. Like, oh, fuck off. Ciao, Bella.
How do you know where is... How do you know that you're out of the range of the volcano? You know, well, like the person who's standing here recording this particular shot, probably going to be covered in lava at some point. Right?
No, you're not. You're not. Everybody here is downwind at this point. One, you're at the base of the mountain as opposed to the top. Shit's gonna roll downhill no matter what. And then from the wind, the like direction that it looks like things are either going like it's a light breeze because most of the smoke rises straight up. The smoke rises like it doesn't really
I'm worried
move.
More about the lava that's rolling down the hill towards them.
Yeah, that's just coming. It's big and it's hard and it's coming to get you. Like that's what's happening.
Giggity.
Because like these clouds aren't moving left or right at all in any way, shape, or form that really makes you think that there's wind blowing it. It's moving straight up. And everything that's coming out of the mountain is just coming down the mountain.
Yeah.
But hey, according to that report we were reading the other day, there's gold in them there lava flows.
Right? Yeah. If you're not knee deep in the lava, you're safe for the moment. Well, thank you, Full Scam Sam. I feel a lot better about my chances now.
What the
That
fuck
looks
is
like
that
a
noise?
ginormous phallus.
Big black dick. Actually, yeah, dude. That is a dude laying on a bed with a mushroom head sticking out. Fat dude. He's excited. Oh, it's somebody's frickin' motor nearby. Thank Christ. Yeah, hold the phone closer to the muffler.
Cemented. Oh, this is not.
All right, so that's another one. We've got, like I said, we've got a lot of these. House Big D saying, you the volcano expert now. No, but I watched a lot of that movie with Tommy Lee Jones and then the other one with Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
If that lava wet, there be dragons in it. Well, I've got bad news for you, Brian. That lava's probably not wet. Johnny's poop tummy volcano erupted this morning. Yes. Yes, pool cams.
It was so bad it showed up all the way over in Italy.
Like I'm not surprised, but I feel like it
exited in Minnesota and it came up out in Italy.
It's just like it's been an hour. Like, yeah, we got it. He had squirty butt syndrome. Oh no. Okay. Anyways, but
slag is sexy.
Slag is sexy. Smoke she is a rising. Oh. All right, let's go. What other videos do we have? All right, this one's only 20 seconds. This is, again, a whole lot of people who apparently just have no fucks to give about, and in remarkably close proximity to an exploding volcano. Yeah. Like, the birds are fleeing. Yeah, but they're fleeing.
Oh, no.
Notice how they all seem to be going away from this? There's a couple that are fucking
they were
around.
Kind of just circling, but yeah, you're right.
A lot of them seem to be picking up and heading out.
Wow, that's really close. Closer than I thought it was.
And yep, no, it's fine, guys. We're fine.
Look at the beautiful buildings.
Roy Sombrero, did you have hot lava, Johnny? No, it was a
acid rain?
It was a brown tsunami. It was a tsunami. All right, let's go to this one.
Yeah. Yeah, these folks are yeah.
Yeah, maybe now's not the best time to hike, guys. Fucking Jesus. Dude, and the worst part is you're not as close as the picture makes you feel, but you are remarkably close to a literal erupting volcano. But this is my vacation of a lifetime. Right, but that doesn't give you a free pass.
Yeah.
You don't get to be immortal from lava damage because, this is my vacation I've been saving my whole life. This dumb bitch or guy.
Yes. Whoever.
This dumb asshole. No, I gotta hike closer. I'm not in enough imminent danger.
I want to get a picture.
All of these people are like, guys, no, we can outrun it. If we, most of us can't see. No offense, most of us in this line can't see our feet. It's a matter of by how many degrees, but we can outrun it. This would be like if I were there in my wheelchair. I'd be like, no, I don't need help. I can do this myself.
No, I'm good.
No, that's like, if I'm in my wheelchair, I've also got a bungee cord and a lasso, and I'm like, I'm going to hook onto something and just roll with it, like the first moving car.
Wild. The company picnic is canceled.
Brian the Science, KKD, is that the only... And that is the only part of Johnny that's running. Oh, King Kong Dong. It's only a story if Johnny had shit running down his... No. It was, like, I will be on... Like I told people, it was like a half a step from Oh Shitsville. Like, I just barely squeaked that one over the line.
Would you say you were touching cloth? Perhaps?
No. But I'll say this. I'll say this like in the we'll pretend smooth and suave motion of de-pantsing and underwearing myself and sitting on the toilet. Like once my midsection folded, it's like the accordion was pushing on. So I did kind of, how shall we say, power shit as I sat. So I pull a
you were doing squat shits.
Right? Just pull a power sit as you shit. Just pull a power shit as you sit. Just like.
See, I've got a squatty potty. I don't know if I could try and do a squat shit.
Well, yeah, I don't know about that. That seems rough.
Yeah.
But I unfortunately was able to do it, and I say unfortunately because I'll never forget that memory. You can't unsee it once you've seen it again. Oh no! This nightmare feel will be with me forever. But yeah, no, dude, it was horrible. Triple dog dare you really to stick your head in one of those clouds and just breathe really deep like. Yeah, dude, you die. Those are toxic fumes.
Guaranteed nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. You're fine. I'll be fine.
Rexstart parody account. The last of the ketchup spraying out of the bottle. No, it's more like if someone was washing out a ketchup bottle and it was full of water. And they put the cap on it, they put it upside down, and they squeeze. So it was just, and there was way more of a stream than there should be, to the point where it was making solid contact with the other liquid surface. Like I said, it's my butt became a waterfall, and it's true. Don't go chasing waterfalls because it turns out it's just a bad dude with. It's just
stick to the rivers and lakes that you're used to.
Yeah, stick to the lakes and the rivers that aren't made of poo.
There you go.
Johnny screamed for the evil to leave his body. No, but I did leave my bathroom going, this house has been cleansed. And then I dude, like, I will say this. I had to fucking hug my knees and push because I wanted to be able to finish the show. So I'm like, let's make sure there's nothing left in there. So I was like, let's give her the old college try. So I've just got my head between my knees and just fucking wrenching it. Just like.
And that's how you die on the toilet with an aneurysm.
Right. Well, no, I wasn't like, no, I wasn't putting that much effort into it. Let's be clear. I know what I'm doing.
I see Kyle. Hi, Kyle.
Sounds like a splashy one, says Roy Sombrero. It was. You got to be careful so you don't blow an O-ring, Johnny. Right? Well, at this point, it wouldn't have mattered. Like, because unless my O-ring was like a dolphin's butthole running watertight, like it didn't matter. All right? It could have been a fine-tooth strainer. We're still coming through that motherfucker clean. All right? You understand what's going on here? Are you getting enough of the picture that I'm painting?
I don't know. Wild is saying too much information, enough with you and your liquid extracts.
Right?
I think she needs a little bit more.
All right, well, let me put it to you this way. Have you guys ever worked with cake topping? Not fondant, not the fondant stuff, and not the fucking Betty Crocker cream cheese, like not that. I mean the stuff that you've got to use a pastry bag for. Where you got to fill it, or whipped cream. Here's another one that a lot of people will do it with, in even like just low end, like whipped cream. You've ever had, like, because I do it a lot of, so that's what it was, is like my guts and intestines, and completely unknown to me, were completely stuffed, and and the end was pinched off at the top, and I didn't know, and you could see it on my face, I'm sure, on Aaron's podcast. We're like, oh, I got to go. And like, I'm up and I'm going. I didn't think about it. I didn't wait for the next break. I went, oh, I've got to go. And I get up and I leave. I don't wait for permission. I didn't give a shit because I was about to have one, whether I wanted to or not. And anyway, so yeah, I got to the bathroom. And like I said, it's like my body was like this, holding the pastry bag. And as soon as I sat, it's just crumple and just, and then just a stream of star-shaped water just poured out of my butthole. Lovely. I'm assuming star-shaped, like as if my butt's a pastry bag. Like I'm star-tipped, right? Like that's got to be the way of
it.
Yeah.
I would assume. Yeah.
Johnny made it through the butt gravy explosion. Jesse Esperanza saying, "What did you eat?" Let's see. Last night was kind of like a make-do night, so I got the kid Arby's. So I had fries, roast beef, and I decided.
Had Arby's roast beef?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised now.
I've never had a problem with Arby's roast beef. So
Really?
that's never been a thing for me.
I don't know. Maybe it's Canadian Arby's, but I don't like it. It makes me sick.
Canadian Arby's. Anyways, but no, I don't know what caused it. It was horrible. I don't want to ever relive that event ever again. But yeah, I would probably chalk it up more to the large bowl of Greek yogurt with cherries, which
both of them are
which
very
I love.
good for loosening up the back end.
Right, probably not a good idea.
Not together and not right before bed. Probably not.
Brian the Science, Arby's has easily the best quality fast food meat. Right, Arby's is great for a lot of things, and I
don't know how many there actually are in Canada anymore.
Yeah, well, maybe it's your fault. You're doing it wrong, apparently, because
Maybe.
I will say it's greasy, it's fast food, it's not like healthy food. But I've never had the like, oh, I've got the runs or whatever. Nope. Well, don't eat duty. Well, that's why you wash your hands. And Arby's. I wish Taco Bell brought back the volcano burrito. Used that thing to clear the system out more than once. Yeah, that's a bad sign, King Kong Dong. I have this fast food restaurant. Why? Well, if I'm ever backed up, it's like a biological rotor-rooter. Oh no!
Yes,
no.
Labby, thank you.
Oh. Oh, it's sadly accurate. Oh, why? Nobody.
Why does this sound effect play clearly for me, and none of the others do?
Well, it depends on the sound effect. It's coming through. It's coming through the board on the computer. So, like for my sound effects off of my Stream Deck, that's different, but it's not quite the same here.
Yeah, it just seems totally unfair that I only half hear the panting turtle, but I always hear all of the poop.
Mr. Q saying Arby's is cheap roast beef, kind of like McDonald's. You just eat it because it's there. Sir, you said cheap roast beef.
Are we really still gonna joke and pretend like McDonald's is roast beef?
McDonald's isn't roast beef. McDonald's are soy burgers, are largely soy burgers. There's not a like that's a known thing. But yeah, like McDonald's isn't real beef, but the what is it? The Arby's, yes, thank you. Arby's like you did say cheap roast beef, like those things go together. There is no posh part of Crichton.
I do like making trouble. It's so much fun for me.
Fucking bastards.
I remember the little trouble things, the little different moves things.
The Muffin Man.
Apparently, Labglass and Fettuccine Al Poo are having a fun time over on Twitch. So if you want to get in on the sticker madness, jump on in.
I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell.
If we're doing all of that now.
If
we're doing all of that now.
I've never seen that one.
It's from Scream.
I know. I just never seen that one come up. That's
awesome. Cowbell coming in for Fettuccine Al Poo. Bell, yeah. All right, so there we go. All right, we've got that. Fettuccine Al Poo, 32 months. Labglass and Fettuccine Al Poo. Both really enjoying the stickers. Now you've got your own panting turtle. I love the face you're making for this. You're so happy. Just like a tarded kid at the zoo. Just, oh my God, look at the animals.
It's lovely.
Oh dear Lord.
Life is better when you just let it be simple.
Okay then. All right. Well, we've got again the show going for another 2 hours and 15 minutes. If you want to get in on the Twitch stuff, now is the best time. We've got 4 minutes for a hype train to happen on Twitch. I have not brought the doctor out here or cleaned him because I haven't used him in so long. I've been like, why would we do these things?
That was you this morning, right? Oh,
pretty much. Except there wasn't a pause in between. It was just one solid. Like I'm pretty sure my butt was possessed and then repossessed, but all in one cycle, and it just happened.
Hello, Lexi.
If you're just joining us and you're curious why Johnny's audience is berating him with such grotesque noises, it's because I, spoiler alert, had a wee bit of the shits this morning, and I had to run to the bathroom lest I soil myself. So, naturally,
we're going to have to...
Naturally, it's the fart
endlessly.
noises. It's the fart noises. 3 minutes left for the hype train. If you want to help jump in for that with everything that's gone in recently, now would be the best time. It all goes in as one big thing. It all counts for the hype train if it's done within that. So now the best time. Let's watch the rest of this clip here, and I'm going to drink some water because my voice is drying out. Oh, damn, there's only 9 seconds left of this one. Let's play this out. So, yeah, this is just people. Again, fuck these people. Like, seriously. No offense. There's nothing about this that you're recording that's so much better from there than from here. And it's like, what? You're going to remember this moment like, we saw this happen. Like, cool.
Great.
People are too dedicated to being documentarians with everything they do, even though nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares. I feel like, what's his name from Jurassic Park? See, nobody cares. So, yeah, they're all running as they should be.
And it's funny because they run towards that bus, but the idiot that's climbing up closer to it to get his proper picture, they got to wait for him.
They're coming up with interesting things in the Rumble chat. Labglass saying, you talk shit, you get shit. Like, well, it was more the antibiotics. Digger, Wild Saffron letting you know it's the Diarrhea Diaries. And also telling Labglass, go full splatter. No! For my content, though, says Lexi. Yeah, but no. But no. Preferably not. Preferably not. Oh, sounds like you had a rough day, buddy. Hope you made it to the toilet. Oh, we did. We began before full seal was achieved, but fortunately there was no splashback or ill effects from that event. That would have been horrible if it was like South Park style and it projected like outward as opposed to down on the way. So then it's just like no. Now, you know what? I don't want to think about how that could have gone wrong. I was there when it happened.
Now I'm seeing him sitting on the toilet and just shitting and going taller and taller on top of the ginormous log.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the thing because, like I said, solid liquid. Complete water system. All right, so this is. Are these the people running?
Those are the people running.
Okay, so these are all the people fleeing. The asshat that's filming over here is like over there. You guys are dumb. You guys are stupid as shit. Get the hell out of there. This guy looks like...
I wouldn't be running along the road. I'd be running in a straight... I'd be going like a bird's straight trajectory to the bus. I'm not following the road's curves and shit.
Kyle's saying, I wish you had this poop scare while in Toe's studio. No, that would have been even worse for me. Not better, but all right. By we, you mean you and your butt. Yes, I guess so.
I was wondering about that too. The royal we came out when we were talking about your...
Well... Honestly, there was so much happening. It could have been we at some point too. I wasn't paying attention. Swamp ass is a real problem today. No, like I said, it was the one event and excessive cleaning was done. It's good shit when your socks are full. No. Oh, gross. I did not need that addition to my life. You could have filled the water tank. Come on, be green. Well, if I had filled the water tank, it would have all just been brown. And it's the wrong color. This is another one that we just saw. Oh, dear Lord. It's a collection of dumb.
Oh, good. That's what we got. That's what we like to see.
Guys, we better go. Because, none of us saw this cloud here 5 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, you all did. And you shouldn't be here. They're just hanging out. Like, they went towards it, and they're like, you know what? Maybe we should turn around now. Or not walk towards it in the first place. I feel like is a safe way to be. But yes, that was Mount Etna in Italy. Officials said the pyroclastic flow was probably produced by the collapse of material from the northern side of the southeast crater. Other photos and videos show people on the volcano at the time running for safety as smoke and ash rise into the sky and begin to move
see anyone
down
running.
the side of the mountain. Yeah, they trotted
See
in.
anyone smart enough?
Trotted at medium pace. None of them were overtly warned. The INGV said the explosive activity from the southeastern crater has since transitioned into lava fountains and ashfall was reported in some areas, such as Piano Vittor. So, in other words, it's a volcano erupting, and y'all shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Thank God we had somebody to document it, though. Mr. Q, septic tank is full now. I live in a city, all right? And I'm probably going to get taxed for the excessive load. Digger, why don't you go help out? What? Digger, why don't you go? I didn't catch up with that one first. House Big D. I'm looking at Twitch. Digger, why don't you go help put out your damn wildfires? Tired of the piss poor air quality around here. I don't think she has control over that one.
I actually, we're not on fire just now. Surprise! We're not on fire. BC's beautiful. BC cannot have fires again this year. There will be no campfires or anything like that. Nothing fun, nothing cool. But we're not on fire. So you got to talk to the other folks. Alberta's on fire. I think Saskatchewan and Manitoba's on fire. BC's good. We're good. We're good.
Kyle, I do have that story too.
Sorry.
Asking if that is a volcano or a Russian airstrip. That's a volcano. We can compare it to the Russian airstrip in a little bit. Lexi saying chat's on fire and pool scam. Sam saying Johnny was just a little shit spark that grew into a colossal shit fire powered by shit winds. Okay, pool scam.
It's the shit hawks.
No.
You see the shit hawks, Johnny?
No, I don't.
Shit hawks are coming in.
Why? No. All right, let's open
Take
a
your
new
smoke
tab.
back, Juve.
All right, here we go.
Correct.
Okay, so we have a couple of videos left to play. We've got a thing about Cory Booker, which is just kind of funny, given how it's just more of media bias stuff. We'll point at that and laugh at that. But before we do, I wanted to go into something a little bit innocent and more lighthearted. So this lady decided to release some butterflies. I don't know how she got them or captured them in the first place. But this lady decided to release some butterflies.
There he goes.
Oh no.
There you go.
Those
You
poor
horrible
kids.
bitch.
Those poor kids.
See, I'm thinking about like that you put
the worst.
you put butterflies free to roam in an area with no trees or plants or anything. So I get one of these things is not like the others. I got to go back to that. I hate the oh no music, but whatever.
Yeah.
Rewind the post so we can. All right, let's do this. All right, so and I'm going to slow it down a bit and mute it. Let's go to 50% and let's mute it so we don't hear. So you're letting the butterfly go. It's flying up above the kids. It's a whole class. So this is probably like some teacher that they caught caterpillars at the beginning of the year or whatever, and they watched the cocoons go on the sticks, and they've been...
It's probably named them by now.
Right? These kids are attached.
Oh, look at Sammy go.
No, this is Hammy. Jizz is still on the plate.
Well, I said Sammy.
I know.
Hammy and Jizz are still learning to fly. They're
Oh,
safe.
Hammy and Jizz are still learning to fly? I got bad news for you. One of them just showed the fuck up, and he's flying pretty well. Eating pretty well, too, apparently.
Yep. That's a good big meal right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And just flying off with dinner. Oh, dear Lord.
That's so.
Oh,
man,
that's
awful.
bad. Well, that's one way to ensure that your kid never wants to go to school again.
Anywhere.
Oh, dear Lord. It's
Wow.
It's really, really sad. Actually, those look like monarch butterflies too. So, and they release
Yeah.
them near these flowers. But the thing is, like, you're releasing these butterflies. They're gonna want to get as far fuck away from you as possible. So they're gonna
just
move.
gonna want to stretch. They need to stretch their legs.
Well, or their wings.
Stuck in
A lot
a
of good that did.
No, here.
King Kong Dong, that's great. Against the wind, you
Bird was-
run against the wind. You could have filled the water tank. Oh, we got that one. Or roll against the wind. Well, the bird was just giving him a ride because the flutterby's wings are tired. I think you mean butterflies' wings were tired. Yeah, I don't know about that. That butterfly didn't get a whole lot of flying in, so I don't know how the wings were tired that quickly. Either way, I guess
The
we could
circle
say.
of life. We made bird food. Go kids.
And ironically enough, on his way out of that elementary school, that bird took a shit on her car. So again, circle of life.
Hey man, I got shit on watering the stupid groceries, the vegetables the other day. I actually got shat on by a bird. For reals. I never thought it would really happen. So now I'm testing it. Allegedly, you get 7 years of good luck.
For
if you
real,
get shat on by a bird. So we'll see. It's the shithawks, Randy. The shithawks. Thank you, Pool Scam Sam. I said it earlier and no one
It is
bit.
clearly raining shit on one digger. All right. Well, so yes. So that lady, again, traumatizing children everywhere. And another story in what is apparently, and you've heard it here first, apparently a growing trend. Another woman also decided to traumatize a little child. This one on a flight home from Disneyland. I imagine as a little girl, hey, Alucard, I'm going to have to get my audio board moved so I can put his little cat bed up there and he can just fucking lazy ass cat into the bed. But yeah, that was actually Johnny. He was so ferocious it traveled through time and space. Was that? Oh, no, it wasn't. I meant Flutterby, but you said
Flutterby, hon.
Flutterby.
Flutterby.
I don't know because the Y. I didn't take English. What do you? I speak American. All right, that's what we do here.
Is it really Wild is saying, did it get in your hair? That's an extra 4 years. Really? That's great because it got me right here. I didn't even realize I'd been shat on. I was watering the things. It was hot and gross. And
all right, hold on.
And it was all gross.
Let's clarify the bird shat on your hair because with the morning I've had, people will clip this and they'll be like, Johnny shit on Digger. You're like, I wasn't aware I had gotten shat on. Like we don't need that. Okay? We don't need that.
The bird shat on me and it got me right here. And I didn't realize until my forehead was itchy. So I went to run my hand like to scratch, but it was all gross and sticky and hardening. And it was awful. And I had just gotten out of the shower before I went out to water the freaking vegetables. But yes, it did get my hair. So that means I've actually 11 years. I got 11 years of good luck coming at me.
Episode. Woo-hoo. Kyle calling it a poop heavy episode. It is.
It is.
I was trying.
We should have called this episode.
I was trying to climb out of the mud. All right. I was trying to, and I was going to get there by talking about.
And I dragged us right back down.
Oh, Alucard. He ran off. But yeah.
The bird is her nickname for Johnny. There you go. The bird is actually you shitting in me hair.
No, it isn't.
Hello, hobo chili recipe.
It's gonna be on Urban Dictionary. Why are you laughing? Anyways, let's go over to this. So yeah, coming home from Disney World, I think would be really, really great. This is not the return trip you want to have, though. I think.
No.
Chaos on board a Memorial Day flight out of Sanford.
Orlando Sanford Airport police arresting this woman, Christy Crampton, who they say repeatedly hit a child on a plane. She's charged with felony child abuse.
Repeatedly? Christy Crampton. Wow. Okay. No, it's Crampa Bay. All right, yeah, dude. That looks like a lady that, like, now, like, did she at least know the kid?
Gosh, I hope so. Hi, Brad.
Channel 9's Ashlyn Webb explained.
You were saying what? You hope so? What?
I hope so.
Okay.
Yes, don't worry.
Can I resume then? Because like I clicked it and it seemed like
yeah, you didn't need to stop stopping.
All right, well,
stop starting.
No, I'll start stopping if I need to. And by the way, it's start stopping when you fuck it.
Is what witnesses say led up to the woman being cuffed.
Airport police say they arrested her at the gate after the pilot requested for law enforcement. This arrest report says it all started with the child calling the woman fat and Miss Piggy. Christy Lee.
All right.
Crampton was.
Kids say the darndest things, man. Come on.
Right.
Come on. That's just hilarious.
You're fat, Miss Piggy.
Dude, I'm not even sure it was malicious. We don't know enough. We don't know enough about, like, because she just got done being at Disney World. Maybe she thought she was another one of the performers. Look, it's Miss Piggy on her flight.
Miss Piggy is a blonde.
And what if she said, "Why are you calling me Miss Piggy?" Because you're fat. The kid doesn't realize the hurtful things she's saying. To her, she's just speaking facts.
Yeah.
And I say this is the problem with our society. We have spent too much time and too much energy making it and shaming people for calling out people for doing stuff like being obese. I say no, that shame is good. Because otherwise you get to places like this where she's never been tested above or below the belt line. Certainly the battle of the bulge is going on, but she's never been, how shall you say, she's never been weighed and measured. By the way, who's the person here watching this news story like, what the fuck are you all looking at? This chick is either trying to eye fuck somebody filming or she's plotting to kill them. Either way, I'm seeing crazy and unbalanced in those eyes, and it could go either way.
Well, those lashes. It's those silly lashes.
Yeah, they're called red flags. I know they're black, but they are called red flags. They are called red flags. Anyhow, so yeah, she's
but she hit this child repeatedly.
Right.
Because they called her Miss Piggy.
Kermit gives Miss Piggy Froggy style. Aw. Let me tell you, it ain't easy being green, but it's a hell of a lot easier than being Mrs. Piggy's asshole. No, that's Mickey Mouse if I do the laugh.
Yes, I know. I realized that as I did it, but it didn't matter. I say I love you real hard. It says I can love you real hard. That lady with her, the girl with her lashes. Yeah.
Yeah, her?
Yes.
She's gonna I love you long time?
I love you real hard.
Look, it's only attempted murder, right? So I'm saying I'm normal. That's what she's screaming with those eyes.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get back to, all right, enough about fucking strawberry redhead
crazy eyes.
with crazy eyes. Let's talk about tons of fun and her need to punch a child.
Christy Lee Crampton was set to be back home from her family's Disney World vacation.
Wait, you're the one who went to Disney? Oh. Now I can see why you're sad. Because this was your, I get to live out my dream of being a child for 5 minutes. And now you're stepping smack dab into the reality of you're 45 and it ain't going up from here. And, if I'm honest, any adult after leaving this place is going to be pissed just because they know how much money they spent.
Instead, she made her first appearance in front of a Seminole County judge Tuesday, charged with felony child abuse. Allegiant Flight 2885
The toe fell apart laughing at this?
Was set.
Cool. I didn't watch that. I'm getting this for myself. I'm guessing Aaron did this yesterday. We peruse a lot of the same sources. I'm laughing my balls off at the chick so far, but I haven't heard the laughing, like fall apart laughing at this. I do love that the kid called her fat and Miss Piggy. That part is hilarious because one, anyone who's had kids knows this. Children don't censor what they say, and they don't say things to you with the intention of being hurtful. Because more often than not, when they say something that an adult views as hurtful or someone might view as rude, they don't realize it until you tell them. Because again, they're not trying to get on your good or your bad side. They're just letting you know, hey, you look like Miss Piggy because you're kind of fat. Now, I'm not saying you should thank the little girl, but let's be honest. Is she telling lies?
Flight 2885 to Hagerstown, Maryland was set to take off from Orlando Sanford International Airport just before 2 p.m. Monday. But according to this arrest report, Crampton and witnesses on the plane tell police the child called Crampton fat and Miss Piggy, telling her she couldn't fit in the airplane seat.
Yes! Oh my God, I love this kid.
Why though? I want to know why. Why did this kid just start picking on this lady?
Because this kid probably eats her fucking vegetables, all right? She's like, I had to put up with that crap. I had to deal with Brussels sprouts for dinner. I can see my belly button. You can't. What the? So now I'm not sure. Was everyone on the plane? Obviously, there's a very high likelihood because it's from the same area. But was everyone on the plane coming back from Disneyland? Or was it just the fat lady coming back from Disneyland who got called Miss Piggy? Because I was giving the benefit of the doubt to this child, saying that the Miss Piggy line was because she had been seeing actors and people dressed. If she was just, on vacation visiting Uncle Bob on his house on the Florida beach, like, now it's even better because without any provocation or mental injection of subconscious stimulation to drive her to Miss Piggy, she just went, nah, you're fat, you're Miss Piggy. Like, I love this child. I said it before. The shame needs to be a thing. We need to bring this back. This kid needs to be hailed.
Parents are doing really good work too. I mean, the fact that the child of that age knows who Miss Piggy is means they're doing a good job at in teaching their child.
That's borderline. That's laziness. I say as I continually slide out of my seat. I love that when I try to straighten my legs and sit up, I start sliding out of my seat. I'm going to have to when we figure out a movement, like a moving thing. I'm going to have to set up some sort of like flat, almost wall surface to push off of so I can't slide out of my chair. Because it was happening a lot today on the Steel Toe show, and it's just my legs are shitty, and I'm trying like hell to not
slide right out of
this chair. But unfortunately, it's just the way this chair is designed. I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of this chair. My cat's done significant damage to the bottom of the chair trying to climb up into my lap. When I move, I don't know, I'll probably have it be my own private chair in like my bedroom for like a laptop or something, but I'm going to have to get the egg chair back into the mix, and for like a desk chair, I got to get a better desk chair. But that's down the road. On your flight, Pepsi or Coke, chicken or beef, slap a child or punch a child? I think she went with slap a child. I would like to slap a child, please. I would like to slap a child all the live long day, especially if that child calls me Miss Piggy. You're right, because losing your temper and resorting to physical violence against a toddler clearly shows you have the intellectual winning side of the argument. All right, let's go ahead and rewind this just a touch and find out again why she called her. And again, these are direct quotes from witnesses on the plane. And by the way, apparently not one, because again, began calling her. So we're to understand that this is a tirade of her calling her fat and Miss Piggy and saying she can't fit in the seat. I don't know who this child is, but she is my hero, and I hope only good things happen for her from here on out.
Airplane seat. That's when witnesses say Crampton began hitting the child with her fist.
Holy
and
shit!
Hit her on the head
Holy
with
shit.
a water bottle. Then
What
the report
the-
says she slammed the child's head into the airplane window.
Holy Jesus!
No way.
Jesus Christ, white gorilla here can't control her attitude for 5 seconds. I bet she was hangry because she didn't have a fucking Snickers. What the hell? There is no justification for that level of hitting a child ever. Let alone because she hit you with the hard truth that your belly button and your tits are one giant glob. That's, again, not her fucking fault, ma'am. Oh, boy. Dude, you could not, like... I hate that I'm saying this, but I hope that the child is somehow related to this woman in the sense of, like, cousin or something. Because if this is somebody else's child that she did this to, I don't want to hear, like, well, the kid shouldn't behave that way. You're really asking for it. Like, no. You're not asking for it. Your parents are asking for it when your child behaves that way. Because if you have a problem with the child's comments, you take it up with the parents.
Yeah.
I have had people say incredibly unintentionally hurtful things about my condition to me all the time. And it's always the adults going, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, she doesn't know," whatever. I'm like, it's fine. Yeah, it's true. I don't stand very well because my legs are broken. Like whatever their thing is. Like, it's fine, right? It's not fun for me, but I'm not like, oh my God, I have to hit you. And if some kid were giving me shit because my handicap crap is somehow interfering with their life, at worst, I'm gonna be like, you're a little fucking piece of shit and I want to punch. Like, I understand the motivation, the acting on it part. When you cross that line and you actually act on it, I can understand the psyche of we're all genetic animals and there's a part of us that when we get irritated or agitated just immediately kicks into, I'll beat the shit out of you. But when you act on it, that's when I judge you. When do you choose to act on it? And for this, there's no acting on it. There's the requesting that the fucking flight attendant help out. There's tell someone to gag your kid because they're a cunt. Like, I mean, there's any number of things that I could overlook, but I can't. No. Slammed head into the airplane window. That's dangerous for that kid's health at that point.
Yeah.
She kind of does look like a chunker. Oh, Mr. Q, we had it on the video before. Miss Piggy was not an off description.
The child used his arms to cover his head.
His arms. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's a little boy.
Oh, boy. All right. Now I immediately lose a little bit of sympathy for the kid because little boys are always little shits. So, like, but still not okay. Again, when you chose to act on it is what pissed me off. Like, when you decided, like, no, this kid's been saying this stuff, so I'm going to pop him in the mouth and slam his head against the fucking window. No.
Hit him over the head with a water bottle and slam him into the window. Yeah.
Ironically, if it's an empty water bottle, that's the lightest of the crimes at this point, though. And hell, even if it's a full one, because in America, I don't know about you're in the land of the maple, home of the forest fires. Like, all of our water bottles, like, for, like, the paid, like, I bought a $1 water bottle. Like, the water bottles themselves are super soft and squishy. Like, you could hit somebody with that, and it's borderline using a water balloon at this point. So...
Yeah, I've had trouble stacking crates or cases of water because the plastic they use for the bottle is so cheap that they kind of accordion. It's not cool. I know exactly what you mean.
House Big D, does your schwanz work? I don't know who you're asking, but if you're asking me, like, yeah, that's a thing. That still totally works. I don't know what that has to do with this discussion. You can't have it.
Thank God for that. Well, we were talking.
Even if it didn't work, I wouldn't let you have it. It's for me. It's my schwanz. Anyways, in fairness, her reaction does seem Miss Piggy like I said. You know what? Like, way to point out that this kid was right, because on brand for Miss Piggy.
Crampton told police that the child was very rude and disrespectful during their trip to Disney, and that after the child called her fat, she took his phone away. She claims he...
Okay, so
they were at Disney together.
But why do we keep saying the child? The child. The child. You know what I'd love to see?
Very rude.
I'd love to see a picture or an interview with the child, or what I'm guessing is the child's father, because I'm betting we have a baby daddy and his new mommy situation.
Then pushed her arm off the armrest twice, and that's when she began smacking him. But police and witnesses say she went beyond typical disciplinary actions.
And that's the problem. Typical disciplinary actions.
Yeah.
Typical disciplinary actions. There shouldn't be typical disciplinary actions for somebody behaving like this on a plane. It should be verbal. There should be communications made. If any disciplinary actions are taken, it should be by the flight staff, who are like, this is not acceptable behavior on the plane. And even if it's your own kid, like, that's where you have to prove you're a decent adult and come up and be like, look, guys, I need you to help deal with my kid because apparently he's whatever and losing his fucking mind. Foster parent, says Mr. Q. Possibly.
Maybe.
It's hard to say. I will say this with the whole thing, though. I also believe that this kid's behavior is partially built by this person sticking the phone in their face or the tablet in their face to distract them whenever it's not convenient. And now all of a sudden, like, this kid's been being a little shit this whole time. Like, that, again, that, no offense, that's speaking to your ability to raise children. And if you are not raising this child, you definitely should not be punching this child. Hell, even if you are raising this child, you shouldn't be punching this child.
You shouldn't be punching it.
But he called me Miss Piggy. Right.
It's a small punch after all. Thank you, Saint Aaron.
And it turns out he was right, because both you and Miss Piggy are cunts. SH, welcome to the shit show. Yeah, dude, it really is the shit show today. Anonymous message retracted. What? They do this so they can snatch for harvesting, says Anonymous. I don't know if that's true. I do not condone. Welcome to the shit show. I mean, Saint RN. Dear Butch. All right. Oh, fuck that. Yeah. What's
Hello, SH.
What about YouTube? How do I make my comment show up on Digger's forehead? Yeah, Dominion After Dark, that's a YouTube thing. Sorry. Well, YouTube and Twitch.
Oh.
Yeah, he wants to apparently he wants to write mean things.
Write on my face.
Yeah, he wants to write something probably pervy, because it's the internet. Either way, you got to go to Rumble, or not Rumble. You got to go to YouTube or Twitch for that kind of action. Yeah.
Yep.
SH waving, saying
Hello,
hi,
SH.
Digger. Hello, SH. I don't know how much we have left to talk about this. This Christy Crampton chick pissed me off pretty hard, though. I didn't expect it to get this bad. I do still love the kid. Like, even if she took his phone away and he's being a little shit and he's leaning in, there's no justification for that level. And it's obvious that's what everyone else agreed to, because again, the pilot's like, this is Roger that, tower. This is 711, 345, and we're about to land. Before we get there, report we're going to need authorities at the gate, please. Authorities at the gate. And if you look out your left window, folks, as we land, you'll see the flashing lights of one of our passengers soon to be ride home. All right, there we go. Let's see where this goes.
One witness saying the woman was not correcting the child. She was abusing him.
Yeah, but that's something that I was talking to you about. There's a line in this country where abuse is correction and acceptable. And so it's...
Yeah, and that's... Yeah.
And let me say, if that's where you feel like it, I'm like, well, then you've lost the battle. That's for sure.
The report says the FBI was notified.
I never got disciplined by my parents physically to have to be a decent person. I was kind of like, oh, what's right or wrong? It seems relatively simple.
It happened inside an airport. A Seminole County judge granted the woman a $10,000 bond. Reporting in...
All right, a $10,000 bond. Sweet. Sounds fair. Dominion After Dark for $10. Say something to make Digger turn red for me. Well, I mean, how do we want her to turn red? Like from laughter? Because, I mean, if it's laughter, then it's as simple as we can just play this one once or twice. This one. Oh, no, it's Nightmare Phil. It'll be with me forever. So I mean, like, there we go. That's like
I would have picked the big pig.
I'm not gonna give away all the the hot kinky stuff she's into. Like,
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna give that away. That's for me. Roy Sombrero. Maybe I'm just high, but does anyone think maybe the hospital stole Johnny's eyes and that's why he has to wear those sunglasses? No, you are just high. I wear these sunglasses literally for 2 reasons now. I started wearing them because I did the whole shirt and tie thing, and I was having fun with that because I've been depressed about not being a DJ anymore. Not only does it financially suck balls, the whole reason I have a fucking GoFundMe to move because I'm not a DJ anymore, but I liked doing that. Like, I liked my side hustle in the summers. I liked going to bars and weddings and just playing music for a couple of hours, making a nice little chunk of money and coming home. The bars in the weekends were close by, so I was home on a decent time. And the wedding ones, it's fun to be at a party. And when you're the DJ at the party, you don't know anybody there, but everybody wants you to be their best friend. So everyone's super duper nice to you. Everybody wants the DJ to like you, so that way he'll do stuff for you. And I had a pretty low bar. Were you nice? Were you polite? And yeah, well, I'll turn on the spotlight and the fucking disco ball and play a slow song so you can grab your girlfriend's butt. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll do that for you. Like, that's fine, man. And so it's just, yeah. I want you to run the smoke machine a little bit more so the smoke raises a little higher because, you know, her dad's right there and we just got married, but I'm going to grab that ass. Like, I understand. Don't worry. Just aim her this way and I'll hit the button to make her blow. I understand. Don't worry, Dad. It's all consensual. They're in their 30s anyway. They were late bloomers getting married. It's not like it's weird. Anyways, so, and their dad looked like Kiefer Sutherland. Actually, that one's true. I did one wedding with the bride's father or father-in-law. I forget which one it was. Not father-in-law, the bride's father or stepfather. I forget what it was specifically, but he looked exactly like Donald Sutherland. So I took a picture of that, and I've literally jokingly told people, like, when I did stand-up comedy, and they're like, oh, so we look through each other's Facebooks, and they'd be like, oh, okay, blah, blah, and then they'd be like, oh my God, dude, and I'd be like, yeah, dude, met Donald Sutherland. They'd be like, oh my God, really? And I'm like, yeah, and then they're like, that's so cool. I was like, no, that's just some fucking chick's dad at a wedding. And the best part is, I'm not the only one who had done that. He's gotten stopped by movie theaters and stuff. It's funny. Johnny, question: were you the DJ at the wedding? What? No. I don't know. Is that even a thing?
Yeah.
You get 25 XP to hit the like button. Nice. Yes, the
nice.
like button does get you XP. So that is great. My dad and I were out, and some drunk chicks asked my dad if he was Denzel Washington. Dude, that's when you lie and you say yes.
Yes. Yes, you lie, you say yes, you go along with it. Oh, SH, I've been censored. YouTube doesn't want me to share my childhood disciplinary history. That's cool because it will still show up on the screen. Unfortunately, I don't have control and I can't scroll back on the screen. But if you write it again, it'll still come through on the screen before YouTube censors it. Just as an aside.
I'm talking to somebody. My Activia has been delivered. For those of you that need an update on the what would we call it? We'd call it the brownout. This morning's brownout.
The tummy trouble.
I'm going with the brownout. I'm stealing it from
okay.
Dude, there's a show that used to be on Netflix and I don't think it's on Netflix anymore. And this show was brilliant. Like two young like cinematography students came up with the idea for this show, and Netflix ran with it for 2 seasons, and it was great. And the whole thing was built on and based on being like a real life true crime documentary on the first crime being somebody who vandalized all of the school cars in the parking lot by drawing penises on them or scratching penises into them, like into the paint. And so, and it's like, who did the dicks was the thing they'd go with. And it was one of these things where they did this and it was all fake. Like none of it was real, but it was scripted and they filmed it and it was very low budget because it was like high school documentary kind of style to present it. But it's like, who did the dicks? And it's like, it gets to the point where the two people who are doing the documentary start questioning each other. Like, did you do the dicks? And so they did a second one where somebody did something to cause a whole bunch of students in the all right, thank you. Thank you very much. I have Activia, everybody, so there we go.
Yay.
But yeah, somebody caused a whole bunch of students in a private school to all have diarrhea at the same time. So like all these people are flooding for the bathroom, making use of whatever, lockers, waste cans, whatever they can. And they're like, everybody, I think in the video of it, it's like at 11:53 is when it began. Everybody began losing control of their bowels in an incident that will forever be known as the brownout. And I was just like, oh, no. So it's like, who caused the brownout and what was the deal with the brownout? Like, it was fun.
I remember that. That sounds totally familiar. I'm sure I've seen it. Hello, Los Federales.
How's Big D? Maybe that's why you're sliding out of your chair. Did you clean your ass? Yes, I did. And it is not why I'm sliding out. That's the most epic clip. The most epic clip of what? The brownout? What are we talking about? Or who did the dicks?
Think. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can find it. I'm eating Activia. Those of you who are wondering why, I apparently need to restore my biome. So I'm eating Activia. And I'm going to go to YouTube here. We'll see if I make it through the next hour and a half or if I have another case of the take over for me. I have to go shit.
Okay.
All right. Who did the
Yes, Los Federales.
American Vandal. All right. American Vandal is the name of the show. All right, so
American Vandal. Okay.
American Vandal. So if you remember like the how to make a serial killer and all that stuff or whatever, American Vandal was set up to be like that, but this again, the whole thing is that was me, says Roy Sombrero. As an adult, I've shit my pants on 3 occasions. I know that I've got 2
once as an adult.
I know I've got two events. But I and I don't mean to brag, both of those events have involved me in a relapse when my waist below the waist wasn't working. So I don't know. Did they count? Did they not count? I'll count them. Did happen. Let me tell you this. Those events, those like, oh, that happened, so much easier to deal with in the aftermath than the there's something to be said for just, solid, like, so, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
All
was the straw that broke the camel's back. I was walking to work when it happened, and I had to turn around and go back home so I could clean up and shit. And I called work. I said, you know what? I'm too sick to be doing this. I cannot do this anymore. That was it.
Maybe not do these stories while I'm eating yogurt.
Well, you started it. It's not my fault you're eating.
Right, I started it, but I was trying to transition into the American Vandal thing, and you just determined to tell us in graphic detail what happened when you pooped your pants.
I was talking, yeah.
All right. Anyways, so yeah, we'll play this. This is the 2-minute trailer, the official trailer for the first season of American Vandal, I believe. I love this show, and I don't think it's on Netflix anymore. It was brilliant, and I hate that they didn't keep it going.
It's just not the way I thought things were going to go. I was going to graduate high school, get my degree in engineering. I know I didn't do it.
It is a shocking scene for Hanover High teachers today.
Again, none of this is true.
Images on 27 cars.
Oh my God.
I'll never understand what's so amusing about penises.
Everyone thinks I did it.
It's the best part. It's the best part is the people that are talking about this and they're like, I don't understand what's so amusing about penises. And they're like the other people. And then on top of that, this dude, like this actor, he nailed this fucking character to the point where I literally like, I almost get mad at him sometimes. Like, you're such a piece of shit. And it's like, oh wait, he's a character in this story. And the question is, he's the classic bad boy. Did he do the dicks?
Dylan definitely did it.
Of course he did it.
He's like a known dick drawer.
Another day, another dick.
The evidence, it's overwhelming. I spoke to expel Dylan Maxwell for vandalizing the vehicles.
My name is Peter Maldonado, and I believe there are legitimate arguments for Dylan's innocence.
I remember this. Great series.
They're different. It's just one piece to the puzzle. This is gonna take way more than just ball hairs.
They say you deleted the security footage.
There's no way.
He is the stupidest kid I've ever met.
He's trying to convince you some sort of conspiracy. There just isn't one.
Oh my God.
Everyone got secrets.
It's lies, dicks, and truth. I love this.
This isn't about dicks. This is about the justice system.
You didn't stand a chance.
Who? True. The dicks.
They got the wrong guy.
It's the stupidest thing on the planet, and it's the best fucking show ever.
Yeah, I remember.
Young Sheldon got weird. Fuck, dude. I didn't like old Sheldon, let alone young Sheldon. Dude, that one's great. Did you ever see the sequel? I want to see if we can get the brownout one now, because that's actually relevant and it brings it back to today's unintended theme of poop. So, American Vandal season 2 trailer.
I think I did because I remember the kids running around and shitting into garbage cans.
Here's the best part. They did the first one. The first one was awesome. Again, it's a written show. They did the first one, and for the second season, they made it sound like because of the first season, people were reaching out to them to investigate this stuff. So it's like it could have kept going for so much crap. I didn't even intend that pun. I did not even intend that pun.
Yes.
All right. Boop.
Monday, November 6th.
It was really just a normal day. I don't know how else to describe it.
It was Chicken Finger Monday.
Those things are damn good.
Early
Chicken
into
Finger
that lunch,
Monday.
I knew something was off.
Let me tell you this. I don't know about your school. Did your school have a food where it's like, no, that's the food?
No, not really. But then I don't think most of us ate anything other than tater tots.
Wow, that's sad.
Always kind of safe.
Look, and I've said this.
Gravy.
BC
has the best school gravy ever. Sorry.
Oh, of course they do.
School gravy.
Yeah. Bullshit. Anyways, no, for my school district or whatever growing up, it was the pizza, the big square pizza lunch, when they did the pepperoni bites on the pizza and you could get the big old chunk of it. That was the one to do. Italian Dunkers was the other one, where they gave you the garlic bread with the cheese on it and you dunked it in marinara. So that's that. But then when I was in high school, it became about the snack shack, which was in the student lounge. Because we had a student lounge room. The snack shack had, and I still want to know how they make them. They had fucking chocolate chip cookies that were like this fucking far around. They were like $1 or whatever. It was worth it because they were like this big around and they were just soft and chewy and just just good. Nice. And by the way, they were always fresh because the fucking things flew off the shelf like hotcakes. All right, the kids were buying them. King Kong Dong saying Pizza Tuesday. Brian the Science, my high school had a spot called The Walk. It was a rice bowl station. That sounds awesome.
That sounds cool. Yeah.
There's a couple of things I've done restaurant wise that I've been like, man, that's cool, and I really like that idea. Like, I'm not a big buffet person, but and it's a different place now, so I don't even know if it's the same. Probably the same, but the Mongoose Mongolian Grill God, that was cool.
Oh,
because you just bring a
there was
bowl.
a Mongolian grill, and yeah,
you
in
just
my
load it up
hometown.
with everything. Like, right.
And then they cook it right in front of you.
Right. And so, and like the best part is a lot of people have to walk around on those. I used to use my walker with the seat on it. So I just got to roll my bowl. I would pile that so high. My buddy and me, like we both, my buddy and me, we both had the same ideas. Like the best part about this place is like you make a big ass bowl, right? And then you end up having leftovers because you can't eat it all, and it's delicious. Right. And I don't know if it's just magic of the trip. I've never had a bad bowl. I just kind of mix stuff together based off of what I like and what seems good, and I've never bet wrong. I'm sure you can.
Maybe. I don't know.
I know how.
Yeah, I've never had that. Yeah, I've never had a problem there. They had one on a cruise ship or something, and my parents introduced me, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, one of these Mongolian places just opened up, and we had one on the cruise ship, and you've got to try it." And sure as shit, that stuff was, damn, that's good food.
All right, so
Good
Wild
food,
Saffron
good
saying
eating.
that sounds like a Porky's movie, dude. It was pretty good. My buddy and kid sister dolls are creepy. Wow, Mr. Q. That's
My buddy.
So
Okay.
all right. In high school, everyone was getting sloppy joes. Meanwhile, I was getting sloppy BJs. I miss you, Amanda. Well, that wasn't real. That really wasn't what we're aiming. Well, anyway, we were talking about that because
Landers.
because of the scene in here where it was Chicken Finger Friday or Chicken Finger Monday or whatever. Like those things are goddamn good, and that's the genius of the kids who wrote this. They knew that was a bit for everybody, so they didn't. It's not like, or maybe their chicken fingers were their big thing in their school. But the thing, like Johnny sounds like Otis Spunkmeyer cookies. They sell them to schools, easy to warm up and freshly. If I know, man, I don't care. They were goddamn good.
I knew something was off.
It didn't really hit me right away.
You want to take me off the screen, please?
It didn't really hit me.
The lemonade was contaminated.
911.
All of our students, they're all pooping.
You sure you want to try to do whatever you're doing off camera right now? Call 911. Hello, all of our students. They're pooping.
I'm still reheating it. I won't be smoking right away. Oh my gosh. They're pooping.
All of our students, they're pooping. They're uncontrollably pooping.
They're all pooping.
Most of us just shit our pants right in front of everyone.
People were just trying to find a place where they could shit.
This was the worst thing I've seen in 20 years.
Before it was all over, it had a name. The brownout.
Before it was all over, it had a name. The brownout. And I love the brownout. Like, and these people are all responding to it. Like, again, Netflix original series. Goddamn, American Vandal was so good. I don't know why they didn't renew the shit out of that show.
Yeah.
That show ruled. Oh, man.
Oh,
the Community episode with the chicken fingers. I've never seen Community.
Community was another good show. I didn't get to see all of it, but it was a very good show.
Brian the Science Johnny, did you see the My Buddy dolls are back? Oh, the My Buddy dolls are back? Hold on. Let's.
Rusty Gramber, you pay a flat price and then you get to eat whatever in your bowl. As much as you can get into that bowl.
Oh, dude, and you can add so much other stuff to it too. Like you can have them add in a yeah, dude, I don't have any new commercials for the My Buddy dolls, but it's the old school ones are there. But yeah, you can add in whatever you want on top of that. So like me and my friend would go in and we'd super load the bowls. We'd have them add in like a scrambled egg, and we'd ask them to separate half of the bowl into a burrito. And so they put it in a wrap for you, and you take that extra part home because there's that fucking much there. You can get so much into the bowls. And like it cooks down a little, but goddamn is it good. It's all fresh. So fresh and so clean. Speaking of fresh and clean, somebody coughing their dirty lungs out right now. will let me know when she's ready to pop back on. I think we're good. There we are. Paget showed up. Nice. I haven't seen the whole series yet. I think I ran out in season 3 buying the seasons before. I don't know what Paget is, T. Jefferson, but I hope you enjoy. Evil Dolls, it's worse than Chucky. I absolutely obliterated the McDonald's washroom. It was absolutely horrible. My ass exploded as I was... Oh, no! Don't share that! Don't! Don't. Mikey, 2 milks. Sup, Wheels. What did I miss? Apparently, a lot of people talking about what happens when they didn't quite make it to the potty on time. You know, one guy has one close call on a morning show, and I'll be honest, it was fucking razor thin. Like, it was fucking, that dime almost landed the other way, and it was horrible. We're talking Community. I don't know. Paget Brewster is an actress. She was in Criminal Minds and Community, evidently. I think I know who Paget Brewster is.
In Criminal Minds, then is she the really cool, the blonde chick, the fat chick?
Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Oh, I hate calling her the fat chick. I really liked her.
This is what we got for videos and images.
Oh, her. Okay.
Oh, that's why I know her name. Paget Brewster. She did a whole bunch of Drunk History episodes that I loved. That's a show that I really enjoyed. Drunk History on Comedy Central was funny as hell. Have you never heard of this?
It sounds vaguely familiar. I can't remember.
I'd probably get popped if I played the trailer.
Though.
But yeah, no, she was very funny in Drunk History. So let's close that. Paget Brewster. Alrighty, no, she's dark hair, weird nose. I love how Britta's singing ruined it for him.
See, I missed that bit. I never did finish the series, so
I need to go back there ASAP. I don't remember. Is Mongo's a flat price and whatever fits in the bowl is yours? Yeah, dude. It's whatever fits in the bowl is yours. But there's a different Mongolian grill there now, so it might be different owners and a different thing. I have no idea. All I know is if they still operate in the same method, I'm in heaven. Because I've never seen a circular, flat top like that, and I've, 3 chefs inside the center, and it's just always going, would drive me nuts. Yeah. But more importantly, food's fucking good. It's so good. Oh, I hate myself for loving it. All right, so there's that. Holy Jesus, we only have an hour and a half. We haven't gotten out of our first hour stories yet. Why? Why? All right, so you know what?
You were worried.
I'm saving some of this. For, well, you know what? Screw it. We will do this one. We did the woman assaulting thing. The deer story or the zebra story thing we can maybe save for later. But we're going to go to this one quick, and then we'll move on to our second hour stories. This is an incredibly short clip, and I'm going to put it on the air, and I'm going to explain people what they're seeing. It might be a little fuzzy for you. This is Cory Booker at a California Democratic Party convention. Just
as an aside, Kamala literally phoned it in to this California Democratic Party thing. So they figure she's going to be making a presidential run. She's just phoning it in for the running for the governor. So
I don't know if Cory Booker's running for governor.
Run.
But either way, he's at this Democratic Party thing in California. I am assuming Cory Booker is one of the people looking to go uppity up in the world of politics for the next election cycle. However, my issue isn't with anything political in that regard. It's with the utter lack of news stories of the fear of the horrible white supremacist Cory Booker because, and again, it's a short clip. He's on stage, and when I hit play, it'll play. Nope, now you fucked me. God, I hate that I have to do this. What do you mean copy video address? I don't want to copy video address. All right, now I have to rewind it again. You piece of shit. It happened so fast. He reaches out from his heart to everybody. He's been doing this a lot, apparently. Like, hey, whoa. Now, if he just slowed it down a little bit, it would almost be like he's like, and this meant a lot, really. So just... I feel like if he did that, or the other popular one that Brian's made very popular on the internet with me is just the, like if he had done that, I feel like maybe the internet would get just as mad. It's weird because again, it's almost like he just waved at people. Hey, I'll just throwing out there, throwing my heart out to y'all. DK, shouldn't it just be a Zoom call? Nice shades, shithead. Aw. What you mad about, DK? Well, shouldn't what be a Zoom call? I don't know. You sound confused. You might be in the wrong spot. I just use Sam's Club water bottles. Oh, Jesus, King Kong Dong. What are we talking about now? It's not Who Hot. It's Who Hot now. Same exact method. All right, I'm in for it. I'm in for it if it's Who Hot. That sounds nice. I thought it was Who Hut, but I guess Who Hot. Now I want to watch Community again, says SH. Aw, 23 people here. Oof. Yeah, on this one it's 23. On the what is it on Rumble? We're doing up in the 20s somewhere. On Twitch it's like 5 or 6. So then if you're not happy, don't be here. 23 people here. Oof. Yeah. I do a show to have fun and for people to have fun. See, when you don't worry about numbers or whatever and you just do a show to have fun, it's really easy because you just do that. If I was worried about numbers, I would do things like, I don't know, watch a show specifically to hate a show that a lot of people hate and just re-air their show and their content constantly. So that way I can just hate on that. But like I said,
yeah,
I'm happy with this. Because I'm having fun and doing this. So you can either join us and have fun, or you can... Oh, I'm very happy. This is hilarious. Well, you're welcome.
Awesome.
All right, then.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
All right. I'm very happy. This is hilarious. Okay. I always love the people that lie. You know, when they don't have like an actual channel or a show, they just kind of go, oh, no, this is hilarious. What about it is hilarious? Please, please feel free to tell me when. Never.
Brian, those are his Pride Month shades.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, these aren't my Pride Month shades. I don't have Pride Month shades.
Pride Month shades, they fit very well with the penis pipe.
No. Oh, stop with the penis pipe. We don't need that. Carl started doing it for fun, and now he makes $100K a month on Patreon, says Royce and Bro. I do this because I already had the equipment, and so why not, you know? Pride Year shades? No, not even Pride Year shades. I mean, what? I suppose where you get the Pride shades thing, the blinders on the sides, I guess, so I can't see what's going on around me. It's just look forward.
Yeah.
Johnny has the pizza of a syphilitic cactus.
What on earth are you trying to say?
Yeah, that's more confusing than anything. I love you guys. Yes, we're all having a good time. Yeah, and if you if you want to make that other person really super duper happy and stuff, if feel free to throw a couple bucks at us. We're always good. We're ahead of our goal for the day. Like, that's the other thing. What am I supposed to be doing? I'm having fun. I'm making the money I need to make to do the show. Was there another objective that I promised?
Nope.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Damn autocorrect. Yeah, Los Federales, take a moment to figure out what Johnny has the riz of a syphilitic cactus.
See, that makes a lot more sense.
I don't get it. What does riz mean? Does he mean my dick?
Riz? No, riz is like charisma, charm. It's the ability.
Oh, so I don't have any.
Instantly turn it on, and well, that's why that's
why that's funny.
Makes a lot more sense now. Yeah.
Johnny French fried when he should have pizzaed. Well, I might have. No, I think Los Federales pizzaed when he should have French fried. I'm apparently a syphilitic cactus. Are we out of poop jokes? I don't know. I've eaten Activia, and we'll see how it goes. Charisma, right? I don't know. Johnny is a turn on? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think I just do things to have fun. Kind of like how I've pointed this out before. I've made fun of people for wearing sunglasses on stream, and I do it on my streams all the time. I don't do it in the mornings. I could, but I don't want to put my contacts in that early. That's really the only reason I don't. And then I'm sure Aaron would get annoyed. Like, I can't stand your fucking sunglasses. So it's his show, so I figured why bother.
Yeah.
Johnny noodled when he should have pizzaed. Ah. Actually, it's better he accordioned when he should have French fried, because just crumpled. Use in a sentence, Johnny finna be risen on digga in shiz. Yo, all right, fair enough. That sounds accurate. Brian the Science thinks he's sex ass, is Mr. Q. All right, well, there we go. We got done with the Cory Booker thing. Let's load the second hour stories that we have going on. Because we're into our second hour stuff, and it's going for another hour and 15. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's
I hope I don't miss anything. Wild is watching the Eagle Cam. She says there's 86,000 people watching the Eagle Cam live right now. That's really cool.
You are literally just squirrel. Especially with that Eagle Cam.
You were looking for something, so I thought this is
I'm grabbing the stories to pop that up. Like,
exactly.
No.
Exactly. So while you're doing that, I will address
All right, we've got a bunch of stuff to go for this next hour, and then if we cleared that out, we've got even more stuff for hour 3. So then we have all of that. Quickly before we get to that, let's check the Venmos and PayPals and stuff. Probably not a whole lot of action happening there. Doot. I am wrong. $10 to throw in the goal already, and I don't know
each
if we
their
have
own, Los Federales. Each their own.
Let's tap those open to make sure. Bam. And bam. Boop. All right. So then, yeah, we got to take 10 off the goal. So Wednesday's goal is down to $45 now already, without counting whatever we made off of the Twitch run earlier. So we've got all of that.
Nice.
And we're going over here. All right. So like I said, we've got our second hour stories. For this one, we'll get to these two first because they're quasi-related. The first one that we have to talk about is there's a controversy facing a high school athlete. And now CNN is saying that this high school athlete is winning amidst a controversy. Like, despite the controversy, they're winning. Oh, God, I hate you. Stupid ads with audio. Like, they're winning amidst the controversy. Like, somehow the controversy would prevent them from winning, which is a really interesting thing. Because the ironic part of it is the controversy is the fact that they're winning. Oh, dear Lord, can we get done with this horrible commercial? Subway, I hate you just because you made me watch this. I'll never forgive you for Jared Fogle.
Place in 2 out of her 3 events in California State High School Track and Field Championship. A.B. Hernandez's participation sparked a national controversy. Transgender athlete took first place in 2 out of her 3 events in California State High School Track and Field Championship. A.B. Hernandez's participation sparked a national
Again, it's a national controversy that she's getting 2 out of her 3 events first place. Again, it's no. The controversy is that the jury is very much out on whether or not in the world of physical sport, whether or not people have an advantage. You're just proving that right with the whole, amidst controversy, still crushing every biological lady that comes his way. Like, yeah.
Well, the problem is the people on that other side, they're going to say, yeah, but only 2 out of the 3. They didn't win the third one. So you see, it is fair.
It is fair. It is fair that of those 3 events, there's one man winning 2 of them, and then all of the women in all 3 events get to fucking like have a bouquet throw for the 3rd. Just Rochambeau it.
I don't know. It's interesting. Similar thing happened with the swimmer.
She kind of looks like who are we talking about? I have a wonderful eagle's nest on the salad. Cool. Do you have beef jerky? No, I don't. That's not a real thing. All right, so here we go. Julia Vargas Jones talking about this again. It's the fun part is they're gonna report it like oh, this person, you know, like didn't know if they were going to be able to win these events because they might have not been allowed to compete. Like there was nowhere else that they could compete, like say in the men's division where they should be. And again, it's a big controversy. This one poor athlete who only got 2 of the 3 first place finishes they were hoping for. Meanwhile, every other natural biological girl is supposed to step down and step aside for this one guy.
Controversy and triggered a last-minute temporary rule by the California Interscholastic Federation, the body that governs high school sports in the state. They added an extra slot specifically for cisgender girls in events in which a transgender athlete qualifies, as well as giving them an extra medal. This compromise came after President Donald Trump threatened
So wait a minute. Your compromise was you made your own category where you had the option to compete as a cisgender female and a cisgender male or whatever, and so but we have to give you an extra. So what you like? This is literally California's equivalent is, look guys, there's a lot of people who think this might not be fair, but don't worry, 2% of the overall planetary population, if that. I don't even think it's that. I think it's less than 1. Anyhow, it's like, don't worry. No, we'll give you an extra medal just for putting up with the indignity of having a biological advantage. Oh, poor you. Again, if my viewpoint is wrong, that's fine. But this story is kind of solidifying that fact. Because I'm not hearing that this transgender person beat several other transgender people.
No.
That would federal funding from California if she was able to compete, but it was not enough for some protesters.
It's ridiculous. We have to fight for our space so that we could compete and have our own thing. This is for women. This is for...
Right, and all we're saying is it's for women, but it's so much better when a man does it. All right? That's all we're saying, ma'am. Because we put up higher numbers, we score more records. It's just better if you let us do it. So just let us compete in the women's sports too. At least now people will watch.
For girls, he is a biological boy.
In an interview, Hernandez's mother responded to the criticism and defended her daughter's ability to compete.
When you see how happy this kid is being herself, you know, the first time I saw her come out dressed as a girl, she didn't have to hide it from me. I saw it in her face. So I was like,
yeah, so who cares if she tramples on the dreams and hopes of aspirations of other completely born normal women? After all, they don't deserve an opportunity to thrive or succeed either, especially when your son, like if you could see when he came out to me, there's a lot of me in here already. There's already a lot of me in here. I'm going to re-listen to this, and I'm going to try not to think that she's all about her, but I was hearing a lot of me in there.
He is a biological boy.
In an interview, Hernandez's mother responded to the criticism and defended her daughter's ability to compete.
When you see how happy this kid is being herself, you know, the first time I saw her come out dressed as a girl she didn't have to hide it from me, I saw it in her face. So I was like, this is it. This is what she wants. I'm going to support it.
I'm going to support it. But again, my problem is that you are, again,
could you please?
You're not wording it right, and I want them to word it right. I hate that. I hate that they don't have to word it right. When I saw, like, if you could see how happy my kid is to crush the hopes and dreams of several other women whose only crime was being born a gender and choosing to stick with it. Again, we don't see this in every trans community. We don't see this in every person who goes against their gender. We see it in one group only.
Yes.
It's only when a dude starts playing in the women's sports that they just crush it.
Weird.
Wild Saffron saying dressed as a girl, not a girl, playing dress up.
Yeah.
See, but that's the fun fallacy of all of this, because you can take the mothers and all of them, and you can go, oh yeah, but you look great for a trans woman, and they're like, no, I'm not trans. Like, oh, right, you're a woman, right? I get it. Like, no, I'm a natural. No, there's no. I get what you're saying. Yeah, you were born this way. You just need a little help. So it's just like I said, the fucking. The ridiculousness of it, and the problem, like, the people like, why do you care, Johnny? It doesn't matter you don't play sports. Savage burn, asshole. If I had these fucking legs working, I guarantee you. Anyways, but, and pretty soon, I'm going to learn to shuffleboard from a chair. But my point is, so, like, I have a daughter, and if she competes in sports, I want her to be able to be competitive. And like I said, she won't. Even if she's in peak physical condition, she won't be able to be competitive if somebody who can't place in the top 400 all of a sudden decides to switch genders and start crushing records left, right, and sideways. And it's not like this is a narrative that I'm making up. I've reported that same story from multiple cities, areas, and places. We had the UPenn guy. We had multiple people. I had the story I just did. And I've got one in my own neck of the woods. Transgender pitcher leads Minnesota girls softball team to state championship berth.
Oh, great.
By pitching 14 shutout innings back-to-back in games.
Wow.
Multiple teams, 14 innings. Not a single person could hit what this person was throwing. Again, any other, like, this is the thing, when you hear these stories of these people competing, they blow all of the, like, and I know you've watched, for example, let's say Wayne Gretzky. They blow all of the, even back when he was young and starting out, you could see Wayne Gretzky had more than your regular hockey player. They're doing this, they're doing that, he's doing this, he's doing that. Like, they blow all of those stories and those memoirs out of the water with this kind of stuff. Like, oh yeah, you could even tell back then, old Sam Antha really had something when it came to softball. 14 innings of nothing but heat. Like, it's just like, no. That doesn't tell
the whole story.
King Kong Dong saying the trans male to females are the problem. Yes, and I'll say this, and this is why. Because there are a whole lot of dudes who are not trans male to female. They are dudes with issues, and they're using that as their scapegoat for whatever their personal aims may be. And I'm saying that as a dude. That's the way I see it. That's just from my coverings of this. That's the way. Let's just be clear. It's not just that it affects my daughter. It's that I'm against it as a whole. It's not okay. Los Federales F. What? Did we go down for a second?
I know. That's what I'm looking at.
Trans males to male are the problem. F says Mikey 2 Milks. Did we go down for a second? Because I've got great KBS and we're back. No, we did go down for a second.
Are we? Oh.
Because Wild Saffron saying SpaghettiOs. So I'm guessing what it was there. It went down. Storm messing with the internet. Yeah, it is. We do have, again, a storm cell in the area. But we've only got a show for an hour left.
Nice. We're good.
Oh. So we only have an hour left, so we'll be good. You guys will be fine. We'll make it through. And the KBS seems to be good now. So we're all great. We about to get tornadoes as King Kong does.
Pulling me down, please.
You what?
Could you please pull me down? I need to.
Giggity. All right, there you're off the screen.
You.
All right, so yeah, we have hell of a thunderstorm here, says Mr. Q. Oh no, I don't want that. I don't want thunderstorms. I really, really, really don't want thunderstorms. We'll be doing a couple of other different stories. So yeah, we'll get to this quick here. So again, 14 innings back to back. Oh dear Lord, one of the quotes from the girls on the team. I felt dumb for missing the cues. These girls were unaware that their 6-foot-tall star pitcher is actually, well, once again, dun-dun-dun-dun. Once again. All right, last night, this is Riley Gaines' tweet, so we'll go to this. This is where I ended up getting this one from. I don't want to log in. I like it not being logged in when I do my Twitter stuff here. It's nice that way. So let's flip over to the video. There we are. So this is Riley Gaines' post from the event. Last night, a man single-handedly carried his high school in Minnesota to a Class 4A softball championship. Now, that is like the top sport level in Minnesota, like 4A. I don't believe there's a higher one than that. He pitched 14 shutout innings in back-to-back games to defeat the defending state champs. 14 shutout innings. And so you might be like, hey, man, people don't always hit the ball. That's how the game works. Right. It's not that he pitched 14 innings. 14 innings where nobody could hit what he was throwing.
And the pitch. Berger back in the fifth. Swing and a miss here first. 0-2 pitch. Strike.
Again, as they worded it, the girls were reported as saying, and I was talking about this before we went to that video clip, so we'll bring you back now that you're here. The girls were reported as saying, I feel dumb for not noticing, when commenting on the fact that their 6-foot-tall star pitcher was a boy. Let's see. A dude pitcher led his team to the women's softball title in Minnesota. Nice work. Yeah, a lot of people kind of burning on it. And I'm fine with it for the fact that it's not like it happens in all. It's one specific area where dudes compete in women's sports, and it's not like it's tight, it's neck and neck. It's almost constantly blowing them out of the water. People saying that he single-handedly carried the team to its first ever state tournament after pitching all 7 innings in both games. So both games, not a single player on either team hit a ball this kid was throwing. Wild Saffron, did he wear a cup? Probably. Like, that's another thing. That's another effed up thing that bothers me with, like, the Sarah Thompson, whatever fucking shit, the UPenn thing. Like, I've got a rule for this. You want to compete in the women's sports? Post-surgery.
Yeah.
It's just how I feel about it.
You still have got total advantage, but yeah, I'd feel.
But at least you put some skin in the game.
A little bit better, at least if they had already gone through bottom surgery. They didn't have anything they could necessarily. Reward me with.
Well, yeah, dude, that's again. What are you? Oh, you bigot. You don't expect. Oh, so they're supposed to go through their life uncomfortable because you're worried you might get sexually assaulted. Oh, how dare you!
If you want to come into my spaces, then you get my parts. Yeah. And I hate that I don't know.
That's awfully un-Canadian. That's awfully un-Canadian of you.
Oh, I know. I hate that I have to make the concession, but it's so totally un-BC of me. It's
interesting.
I would get into a lot of trouble. If I got mad because I saw a boy in the girls' room. I would get in a lot of trouble. Talking bad about that.
Well, like I said, for me, like, I'm not even talking about that stuff, but those are valid points, and but you're not allowed to make them though because you're a woman. I forgot. You don't realize that's how these things work.
Obviously.
Dudes rule. That's why we're better at your sports than you are. Dudes rule. But yes, no, like that's the thing. Like, my daughter, I want her to feel safe, comfortable, and competitive in any sport she's in. And I would, as a parent, I would lose my shit if, 1 year my daughter's on the championship softball team. They put up a really good record. They have some tight games, they have some hard games, whatever. The next year, a team that's never ever made it to the championships, a team that has no track record of doing anything like this, all of a sudden 14 innings of nothing but ball to glove, ball to glove, ball to glove. All right, guys, go sit down. Not only am I pissed at that, it wasn't even fun for those other two teams that lost because they just had to sit there and watch their hopes and dreams whittle away.
Yeah.
Because even if they caught, 1 or 2, runners right away, it's just like, no, we are not getting anything out there. At best, we can tie. And then what are you going to do? It's just, So, it's sad. I don't like that crap, and I'm not okay with it. So, yeah.
Me neither.
I might save.
Not at all.
I might save the Wow, fuck it. We'll just do it now, really quick. This is super duper sad. I'm going to tell you right now. This one I put in there just to put something in there. If you know who this kid is, DJ Daniel, or Agent DJ Daniel. Can we click on that? There we go. Agent DJ Daniel. He was made a special agent by the president during like the State of the Union address or the inaugural address and he was already made an honorary police officer in Boston where he's from. He survived brain cancer and surgery, and they said he wouldn't live 6 months or whatever. He made it through. They have found new tumors. So apparently DJ's fight not over. He has, however, spoken about the new tumors, and he put this out. So this is the only thing. It's 1 minute and 24. We'll play this. I won't really pause it that much because we're a comedy show or whatever, but we make fun of stuff. There's nothing funny about this, and I hope the best for the kid, but hopefully it's uplifting. I haven't seen it either, so we turn it on and he just starts screaming the N-word. That tumor has already migrated. All right, let's go ahead and hit play.
Diagnosed with brain and spinal cancer. It's called anaplastic empedoma, WHO grade 3. It's relapse.
Holy fucking Jesus, I can't even say that. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and I still can't spell the shit. To save my life. Kill all keyboards, says Atomic Ray. DJ, this is sad. Yeah, dude, DJ is sad. It's sad. I'm hoping for the best for this kid. Because, I don't care where you land politically. This is just a cool kid, a good dude, and it's not fair, man.
Recurrent and metastatic size.
So, have you had any surgeries for this?
13. I was not expecting that, because the craziest thing is when we got there, everybody knew. They just didn't want to tell me. My face was exactly like this. He went like this. I went like this. I said, and anywho, it looks like this.
Oh, so that's the badge and everything else.
Based off my opinion, if somebody makes me have a bad day, I'm still going to have a good day. I don't care. There's a lot of kids in that hospital that have bald heads, and they didn't want that to happen. I'm going to be honest. None of us asked to be here. But I remember from last year, I asked my dad if I could cut my hair. He said, why? I said, there's certain kids in that hospital that ain't got no hair, so I cut my hair off just to make them happy. I don't care if I have hair. That was pretty good. I was not expecting them to be there. It's like I'm just walking around.
All right, so now I'm meeting Christy Nome and other people. This is a lot of awesome stuff that they're interviewing him for. But yeah, no, I like that he's just like, no, I'm gonna have a good day. I'm gonna have a good day. I saw this last night. Poor kid. Wasn't this the kid at the presidential State of the Union address? Yes, Mr. Q. It's that kid. The one he just showed the badge that he got. That is the kid. He wanted to be a cop or wants to be a cop. And so he's an honorary police officer. Kid keeps talking. He finna catch some hands or a stray. Well, I hope he pulls through that. It's super duper sad to have to deal with that. I deal with some heavy shit, and I'm an adult, and I still have my issues that are difficult to deal with. So I'm very sad to hear that that's still a thing. But I hope he pulls through that. So we've covered a couple of different things. Let's see what we want to do next. We can talk about, are these all rip and reads? No, one video. All right, so we've got 2 rip and reads, and we'll pick which one you want to have fun with first because we've got about 45 minutes left in the show. So when we get done with these 3 stories that we have, then it's that hour 3 where we've got some fun shit sitting and entertaining us.
Yes.
Oh, and we do have, I do still have the Tennessee story that I told you about, but
oh, okay.
No, we'll save that. All right, never mind, because I know you want to cover one of the stories that we have in hour 3 specifically. So we'll just get through these 3 from the second hour, and then or should we save 2 of them?
I don't know.
I bet we should save one of them. We'll do this one. Brazilian women are buying hyper-realistic baby dolls to fulfill their maternal instincts without the hassle of real kids. I did not believe this was a thing, but when I told you about this being a thing, you were not only not surprised, you said that it's been a thing for a while.
Yes.
Okay.
Realistic looking babies. Back in COVID, there was an alleged baby.
Not
whatever
alleged.
It is the baby.
There was a definite baby formula scare and supply and demand being difficult. You just muted yourself.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Because you cut out for a minute and then you futz with the switch and it came back on. Your switch is like loose or something.
Uh-oh. Fuck me. I don't need another headset again. Anyways, there was a baby formula shortage and there was a big to-do on like TikTok and whatnot because women were buying the real formula for their fake babies.
Yeah, you can just give it like the same stale milk 7 times. You're not going to kill it.
Right? You could give it like white paint. you could give the thing anything.
I fed my child
fake.
white out and now he's stuck. Screwed up the works. All right. There we go. Boop.
Who goes to work with a child that young?
All right, I don't speak Brazilian.
Well, you do know this whole story is about Brazilian women, right?
Right, but I want to see the baby. Like, there's too much. All right, is this a dude? All right, this is a dude talking. I don't want to watch an advertisement for him. Apparently, I'm guessing he's from the fake baby selling company, trying to sell some fake babies.
I have no idea.
Oh, dude, we've got more videos.
Snap out of it and put the doll down, right? Yeah. I'm sorry. I was saying with a baby that age, you stay at home, you don't go to work. But Rex Dart Parody, you called it right.
They're saying this one's one of the real doll, doll babies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So her head is pretty good.
Okay, so yeah. So it's a complete fake baby.
She's a nice big baby.
Yes.
She's a nice big baby.
Yes.
It's over, guys. It's over.
Need to play baby or play mama. Do it at home. Don't take it out in public. Right?
Pack it up, guys. It's over. I like this is already what we know is happening with this, and I'm telling you, society is sick, and it'll get worse from there. God knows I don't want to know. But is that a high schooler? Right? It does seem like a high schooler. It seems like this. Like, did they give her this kid for like fucking sexual education class? Like, all right, so now here's your baby.
This is a nice big size.
Baby.
It's a nice big size.
Can be floppy, but they have the armature, so it'll stay. And like, same with her arms.
Wow, that's weird.
Oh yeah. No, they probably got clamps in them.
Yeah, no, I know.
They got clamps.
Yeah.
Give them the clamps. And then if you put them in the right spot and set them up the right way, they're just wobbly and wiggly.
She moves pretty realistically. I don't know what to show.
I don't know what to show.
Weird. Yeah.
Show it growing up and raising kids of its own. That's what I'd like to see. Show it taking its first steps. Show it on a cardiac monitor so a bunch of people can freak out thinking you have a dead baby. This isn't funny, by the way. I feel like this is very messed up. Millie Moon. Did you give her named diapers? This is horrible.
I don't know. Maybe it comes with the doll.
It's just she can't stop laughing and giggling.
Yeah.
That's all it takes, huh, ladies? All right then. All right then. It's becoming a rampant thing, and like they're having, like you said, issues with baby supplies because people need supplies for their fake babies. I love that. Fall in the Great. Show it growing up and becoming a disappointment. Oh, can we take her back to the back 40? Oh, I'm going to buy one and put it in a car seat so I can use the HOV lane.
But does a car seat count for the HOV lane? That's cool. I didn't know that.
Dude, that's the thing, though, too. If you had one of those real dolls, you could legit slap that bitch in your fucking passenger seat and then start using the carpool lane. Because, like, again, the real dolls, like, they look pretty damn real. Just put sunglasses on her face. Hell, anybody can wear sunglasses. I'm doing it while I stream inside like a fucking dweeb. Does it cry? Okay. Wet itself? Yes, it wets itself. It absolutely wets itself. As for the crying, I don't know. Probably, possibly.
Yeah, I don't know about crying.
I'm sure you could get it ordered to set up to work that way. Does the manufacturer have a pay monthly child support? Says Rex Start.
Thanks for that.
Roy Sombrero, when she goes to sleep at night, that's when the baby comes to life. Right? If there was any God, that's how they're set up to work. It's designed to tell when people are happy, comfortable, and sleeping, and when peace and calm has finally like washed over the area. And that's when the kid starts screaming their little fucking balls or ballless ass off. That's what
balls or ballless ass.
Well, some kids. I base most things off of the lens of how I've seen it through life, but I've been told some kids don't have a dick and balls, which baffles me.
Yeah, it's weird. Us girls. We got other.
I always say pics or I don't believe it. Anyways, feet pics. Anyhow, this is a plant in California that residents are dying to see bloom. It blooms once in a lifetime. It's
not the stinky one again, is it?
I don't think so. It's a 27-foot plant. So I heard 27-foot plant about to bloom, and I was like, how many of those buds can I get? But then I was like,
different kind of plant.
Yeah, different kind of plant. Exactly. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. All right, so just a second for this ad to stop being lame and gay. And prescription drugs. Oh, nope, never mind. Medicine, same difference.
It's impressive. It's so much taller than I ever would have guessed.
We want one. It's mind-boggling.
At 27 feet tall, this massive agave plant has reached its final stages of life in Oakland, California, CNN affiliate KPIX reports.
I think it's at least 30. That's what our landscaper said when we decided to keep it. The house was made in the 1890s, so God knows how long it's been here, but yeah, we love it.
The agave Americana can take upwards of 30 years to reach the end of its life, where it undergoes what's called a death bloom. This once-in-a-lifetime bloom has so far drawn the attention of thousands after a neighbor posted about the giant Oakland stalk on social media.
And this plant just towers over me, showing what an absolute...
The flowering event will bring new life as well, dropping up to one...
Isn't agave what they use to make, like, gin or tequila or something? Tequila.
Yep. Tequila.
So, like...
I had some real, actual tequila once. My God, it is not the tequila we can buy here.
Okay.
Not at all. It tastes so good. It's smooth and it's sweet. Sorry.
You're just squirrel. All right, so but yeah, it's like, are they gonna bottle this tree? It's like, what are you gonna do now? Because again, if it's reaching the final stages of its life, and this isn't a common thing for the agave plant with which they use to make the tequila, I'm guessing.
Well, he was just about to tell you what happens.
Well, right, but I'm guessing after it dies, like, then you got nothing to do with it anyway. Like, you might as well make some tequila out of that bitch. Oh wow, he's got a Madick plant. Plant grows a death bloom. It's a pole, so the Mexican can climb the wall. Oh my God, Los Federales, no. Satan's butthole is how outside feels, says King Kong Dong. Well, thankfully I'm inside. What's the difference between the
Mezcal and tequila.
I don't know. The mezcal has a different kind of cactus in it, says Mr. Q.
Interesting.
Didn't know.
1,000 seeds and new plants known as pups.
We just can't wait to pass those on. We'll set up a table with all the seeds and the pups and give back to the community.
All right, so a bunch of seeds and a bunch of plants. But it doesn't happen. I was hoping we had the flowering in the thing.
Start with the eye chart.
I didn't
What
care.
makes you think I can read?
Yeah.
You can talk.
I hate that these
and you
commercials, like CNN, eat a dick. I hate that you stick another commercial, another ad in there. We'll do that one later. The zebra thing we'll save for another time, possibly too. We have a couple of different things that we can use to fill the third hour, or the last half hour. If we need to, we can go back and get those that are still up. And let's go. Let's do the camera footage thing. And then we'll do the shorts, I think, for you to react to.
Ludwig, I'm sorry you're mad, but you can't just jump
Lord.
out here.
I gotta mute this. Fuck. Things are making too much noise. I want you to pause, you dicks. We had fun things planned for that later. All right, so I've got a survival story about a man in Alaska. He survived being trapped face down in a frigid creek under a 700-pound boulder for 3 hours. If it's a read, I might leave that one for tomorrow because it's interesting, but I don't know if we want to do that for the next. I was hoping there, but yeah, there's no interview. Ooh, wait, yes, there is.
Oh,
an amazing.
Yeah, we'll go to this one then quick, and then we'll move on to that. And then we've got some shorts collections, and we'll go with those. Boop, here we go. 7. How, like, face down in a creek?
The creek must have been like just inches away or something.
Amazing rescue in Alaska where a hiker is alive after being pinned by a boulder for hours. Kelly Morris and his wife went out for a hike this weekend in Anchorage. Morris accidentally triggered a rock slide while trying to find a river crossing and ended up face down under a massive boulder. His wife called 911 and it took about half a dozen first responders to try and free him and fly him to the hospital when they did.
Just because you wanted to walk in nature.
Yeah, well.
I'm sorry, people. We're not fit to live on this earth anymore. We're too dumb to cross a river. We're too dumb to cross a creek. All right?
I was saying this earlier, though. We've gotten too good at healing folks. Because there's, sometimes Darwin just needs his award winner.
Well, this one isn't even healing, folks. We had our Darwin Award failed because, again, man got involved and they lifted the big ass boulder off his ass. King Kong Dong says
too good at healing people.
127 hour sequel. Yeah, but except this one's like 5.5 hours, and he's just close to the water. He didn't have to cut anything off. Los Federales #white people. Well, I mean, tell me when he's telling lies. It was a white person,
right?
I don't know what happened. I was tumbling. And I landed in the water. I could hear the large, that noise that large rocks make as they're rolling over each other. I landed up face down in the river, and then I felt the rock hit me in the back and pinned me down.
Goodness gracious.
Again, I landed face down in the river. Everyone makes it sound like he was just breathing water like a fish for a while.
Hanging out for hours.
I just fucking
water. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a big problem with people falling off mountains trying to get the perfect selfie. Right, that's called Darwinism. Unfortunately, we're relying on an Apple iPad feature now, but yeah, this retard deserved to stay under it. I mean, I feel like that describes so many people. It's just, again, and I realize this, I'm probably on the short end of the shears here, but like if we cut off a couple of the edges, because I feel like we're fraying, if we cut off some of the edges, I feel like things would stick together better. I mean, I realize I'm on the frayed edge, but what are you going to do? I'm not afraid-o. Boom. All right, we're going for another 30 minutes. What did I do?
I don't know.
No, I got to stop it, whatever it was. Oh, there we go. I hit rewind, and that's why it did that, because those were on there. But yeah, We're going for another half hour on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. And thank you for being here on all of those. We've mentioned it and shared it in the chat. The fundraiser going very well. Thank you for everyone's help and contribution with that, even if it's just sharing it forward. We appreciate it. We are, again, 13% into that goal. So we've got that. All right, so then this story, this is the one that you're going to want to talk about.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't really show anything. It's blurred, but I'm afraid to put the image on screen. I'll just describe it. It is a man completely, I would say, utterly naked, head to toe, crawling on his hands and feet, or walking on his hands and feet, excuse me. He's walking on his hands and feet in a weird position, and it's just a still frame of him in the motion of it. A wildlife camera captured and took pictures of a naked man high on LSD who thought he was a Siberian tiger.
Right.
A 21-year-old who was trying to treat his depression by taking the hallucinogenic LSD even picked up a scent and traveled miles in pursuit of his prey. What?
Yeah.
Wildlife cameras. He caught a scent and he followed it. Wildlife cameras are set up in a forest to photograph and capture nocturnal animals. Unexpectedly snapped a naked man high on LSD who thought he was a Siberian tiger. A Czech man who's, check his ID, who has since been identified only as Mark H., was apparently trying to treat his depression by taking the drug, according to local reports in Poland. After taking the hallucinogenic substance, he swiftly darted into the forest, stripped naked, and discovered his true personality, that of a tiger whose native habitat is a mountain in Far East Russia. He definitely got into the persona. He even picked up a scent and traveled miles in pursuit of his prey, but his antics were captured by a hidden trail. Oh, dear, we got more photos.
Did he catch his prey? Like, did he catch up to the...
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out because I'm curious about that too. Yeah. His antics were captured by the hidden cameras, which had been expected to pick up a different kind of wildlife. He was also spotted behaving oddly by the side of the road, still completely naked. Bemused foresters handed the photographs straight over to the police. They later apprehended the man, who turned out to be a 21-year-old man from the northern Czech town of Liberec. Yeah, they don't say. He confessed to the police that he had taken the hallucinatory drug, LSD. He said it started to work immediately and that he felt he had become a Siberian tiger. Moreover, Merrick told him that this was when his true personality woke up. Well, at least you weren't part of a wolf pack. Because he would have been alone. He told policemen that once he had become a tiger, he had picked up a scent and felt compelled to follow it. In 8 hours, in the dark of the forest, he traveled 25 kilometers or 15.5 miles along the Czech-Polish border. So, dude, he followed Bambi for 15 miles.
Yeah.
Roy Sombrero. I no longer feel depressed. Just incredibly stupid. Success. Sitting out in the woods, eating a rabbit like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. No, Mr. Q, he never caught what he was chasing. He just kept going. Color me biased, but I'm pretty sure that high on LSD guy did not have the most, how shall we say, stealth-like approaches, and probably alerted whatever animals that were in the area that he was there.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Want to know what? I gave this guy props, says King Kong Kong. I once tracked a cougar in the wild, says Les Federales. Yeah, you might have tracked a cougar, but was that cougar an old lady, or was it an actual cougar? And secondly, this guy thought he was a Siberian tiger. Little bit different. Were you high on LSD at the time? Because he was. Brian, did he actually find scent, or was he hallucinating one? He claims he found a scent and felt compelled to follow it. I don't know that that's the case.
We don't know if he caught it, so we don't know. Maybe
I don't know what's going on with this guy. You know, I wouldn't advise it, but some people can drive on LSD. Yeah, it depends entirely on the strength of the LSD you've had, your tolerances. There's a variety of issues. The stupidity of the person wanting to try. Yeah, that's a good one. So I wouldn't suggest it, just because it can be done. As Chris Rock said, you can just because it can be done doesn't mean it should. You can drive a steering wheel of a car with your foot if you want to. Doesn't make it a good idea. So the guy couldn't even catch a cold. Driving in snowstorm, tripping on LSD was probably the closest I've ever been to going light speed. Yeah, that just seems like 7 miles of stupid compressed into one. Because you're already obstructing your vision. Now you're going to take your brain's ability to figure out that visual obstruction and significantly hamper it to the point where you're like, dude, we're going light speed. Yeah, but the deer wasn't when you drove through it. Spirit animal, I didn't factor that in. Right? It's spirit animal. My sister had to drive the first time. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah.
Thank you. No, thank you.
That sounds horrible. Yeah. This guy, however, though, apparently had the adventure of a lifetime. If your adventure of a lifetime involves you being a Siberian tiger. You know, it'd be really funny is if he lived out the Siberian tiger thing for a while and just went away he wasn't expecting. Like he got pulled into a magic act like that, like those two dudes with the tiger. God damn it, Roy and what was the other fucker's name? Siegfried and Roy. Yeah. Like now some dude owns him because he wants him to be his and he's going along with it because all you got to do to keep your tiger in line is stuff him in a fucking furry suit and feed him a whole buttload of LSD. And apparently he's just happy as shit.
There was a rumor back in the day that my friend's mom fed into. We lived right beside the insane asylum, Riverview Insane Asylum. You can look it up.
Mm-hmm.
She fed into it because she worked there. So she said it was true. But we were told that there was a guy who had done too much acid and was permanently in Riverview because he thought he was an orange and he was afraid someone was going to peel him. And he ended up in the insane asylum. Too much acid.
Oh, dude, the guy's running off in front of me. The juice is loose. The juice is loose. You're talking to him.
Yeah,
you're like, what are you in for? I'm in here for being a fruit. What are you in for? I'm in here for a serious vitamin C deficiency. How you doing? And just start scooching away from me like, oh no, he knows what I am.
He knows. He knows. Oh my goodness.
You can smell all my Florida or California orangey goodness, and now there's no saving me. Like, right?
Oh.
That's pretty much the way of it, buddy. You are fucked now. You are
yeah.
fuckered. So,
well, yeah.